Captain, if you would present us a log, please.
Captain's log, stardate 60126. We have just finished a meeting with the captains in the Admiral Grennan aboard Narendra Station about our next course of action, to be abruptly interrupted by the Romulan Imperial fleet, or part of the fleet anyway, turning up on our doorstep. I've been ordered to intercept and find out their purpose, hopefully peaceful, but with Romulans, Klingons, and Tripolity in the area, I seriously have my doubts. End log.
What is the status of the ship?
We're currently en route. I'd say yellow weapons down.
Yellow is weapons down, yeah.
Yellow brings your shields up.
I know. I'm specifically stating anyway.
Okay, only yellow.
So, the Achilles is warping away from the interstation on orders from the Admiral to intercept. Shields are up, and the crew is tense. The question becomes, officers, what exactly is your intentions on approaching this small squadron of Romulan ships? How do you intend to stop them?
I assume we're to pull up just short of ramming them, go, hi, and ask them what they're doing.
I would say that they have cannons, but then you're going to say, so do we.
Precisely. So we just pull up short of ramming them and say, hi, and ask them why they're here.
I don't even need to roll to tell you that the Romulans are gonna take that as an act of aggression.
In Federation space.
Insight command difficulty of 1.
Sure. Take a threat because it's fun.
Sure.
Like, even in Federation space, the warping of a ship in that proximity?
Yeah, I'm not literally going to warp on top of them. But
when you say something like that, it's hard to tell if you're serious or not.
Strategy and tactics.
Yep.
This is the character who literally warped on top of a station.
Yes.
It worked.
And has prior warped just as short of ramming into other vessels. Mm-hmm. And has actually warped into ramming other vessels. So your track record does not speak for this being a joke.
I've never rammed anything. I've given things I've given things tactical love taps.
Semantics.
You lost your leg ramming something.
No, that wasn't that.
You thinking about it, you recognize that Romulans respect shows of force and signs of standing your ground. Anything short of that is seen as weakness to be ignored.
So I'm being encouraged to just drop out of warp and just unload holy hell upon them? Deal.
You either... I can answer that question for me.
No, I know.
Weapons up would not hinder us in this case.
Yeah.
We'll have weapons ready, then.
And if they don't give you the attention you want, having torpedoes detonate off their bow would get their attention. As long as you don't...
So
that would be as long as I don't miss.
So we're saying we fire the quantum transphasic torpedoes at long range and have them cloak and drift in?
No. What? Where did that come from?
No, I'm definitely not going to fire a a cloaked torpedo at them.
That is encouraging violence.
That is insane.
I've seen worse ideas.
No, it's
Yeah, like ramming them.
a maneuver that Pend has performed before in terms of firing torpedoes to explode off their bow, but not enough where it will cause damage. It's a very effective way of getting attention.
A warning shot across the bow
Yes.
with a torpedo.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll switch
So
to
across the
red.
bow, not up their nose.
Not doing that with a cloaked torpedo. That kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Also, I'd
Yeah,
rather
we
not have everyone know I have cloaked torpedoes.
Yeah, good point.
Are the weapons being brought up? If they are, that is a red alert call.
Yeah, let's fire up the weapons, and if they answer, huzzah. If they don't, we'll fire some warning shots.
Yeah, because
The
we've
officers-
gotten no prior communication from them. Right?
No,
Nope.
they've turned up, and
Correct.
it's like, oh, someone should say hello to the Romulans before they get to the station.
Yeah, like showing up with a
surprising-
battle fleet with no warning is
The surprising thing is that they're not cloaked.
Like they decloaked as they were approaching the station, as if they were announcing their presence.
Yeah, they wanted.
But
us
they
to
traveled
know
through
that
Fed-
they
they-
were here.
Yeah, they were flying through Federation space cloaked for a while.
Okay, to
uh-huh.
correct that one more, the surprising thing is they didn't decloak next to Narendra.
Yeah.
They have the capability to do that. They could have decloaked right there in our faces. They didn't.
I mean, that would have also had the possibility of going horribly wrong.
No,
We do not
But-
need to redline the weapons.
no,
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
No.
no.
You touch my weapon
we-
systems, you are becoming a weapon system.
Through the torpedo tubes.
But if we overcharge the weapons, we can make ourselves seem more powerful than we normally are. That might be an intimidation factor.
Yes, and if we blow out the weapons, we'll look like absolute idiots.
It's a small chance we're gonna blow out the weapons. It's not
No.
guaranteed.
I swear to God.
Like a 1 in 10.
The tactical situation does not necessitate such a risky maneuver.
To move into intercept course with the fleet, it is control plus con, difficulty 3, assisted by engines plus con. Actually, I correct myself. At what range band are you dropping out in front of the lead ship?
Long should do.
Long range is where you try to go. Okay, that the difficulty stays the same, diff 3, because
Yeah.
that's a safe distance to stop short of a ship.
I'll spend the momentum for Asala. And that's still not a crew support because talents. I assume helm control is going to be applicable.
Yep.
I'll reroll. And it's also just a crit from the ship, so we gain a momentum.
The ship is warping into position. You still have a bit of time to get your bearings. As Sister reports that you are on course to intercept the lead ship, basically moving right into its path. At long range, but it's basically giving them their pilot tons of time to see you.
And
Because
is,
at long range, it's hard to notice a ship with weapons and shields up. Like, you can't miss that. It's a beacon in space. You're dumping all kinds of heat into the
Ship's
ether-
engines
into the void.
gone.
Engines con.
no,
but
we
it
don't.
auto-
Yeah. She's got a talent
However-
for it.
Reason plus
Aye.
science, difficulty of a number.
My favorite difficulty.
Close.
A number.
3.
No, A is a letter.
A is how you end a sentence.
That was
Reason plus science, difficulty 3, assisted by sensors plus science to get a read on the alien vessels ahead, the Romulan vessels ahead of you to see what they're doing.
Gonna spend a momentum sensor operations focus.
Aye.
I just had to turn the comp range down on the ship for a second.
Nice, that's 2 momentum. Yeah.
For 2 momentum, I'm willing to give you an advantage, sensor operator.
Ooh. Shall we take it, Captain?
Well, it's your choice. Do you want to take it?
Yeah. Give me an advantage.
Roger. You're noticing something else as part of your initial scan. An incidental, a thing you weren't looking for. But you're seeing it well before you need to.
It's coming from behind us.
Right back.
I can't type for the life of me.
Well, fortunately, your life is not on the line.
Yet.
The yet's implied.
I assume that last thing is what I've picked up on.
Oh yeah.
As science officer, can I ask a question as to how I spotted that? What was it that gave them away?
It's because it's an inadvertent result of the ships in front of them. They're giving off too much energy signature, and that should give off a certain level of a glow of bleed across your sensor, and there's this weird silhouette being cast behind them.
Gotcha.
So normally you wouldn't have seen it, but it's there's a weird silhouette that's being created that you're able to. The computer isn't telling you that, you figured that out.
Yeah. All right, Captain. Detecting 3 Daenerys class ships ahead of us. 1 at long range, 2 following up at extreme, and you watch as Ven squints. He says, "Wait a minute. Is that a sensor? No. Cross-referencing with known ship profiles to match the silhouette, and Captain, I'm picking up 1 more vessel, cloaked, Valdor class."
Interesting. Like, out of character, my brain is not picking up what type of ship that is.
That is a scale 6 Romulan warbird.
Ooh.
It is the evolution of the Daenerys. It's their answer to the Sovereign.
So that's got to be relatively brand new.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, within the last 5 years.
Oh yeah, that's why I said relatively.
It's older than the last 5 years.
It matches known intel reports on the Valdor class. They're following at a further back range, though. Extreme +1. Probably their ace in the hole, sir.
Understood. Well, we'll keep that in the back pocket until it's required. But yeah, keeping their heavy hitter hidden, it's not a bad tactic.
Yeah.
Which means the Daenerys are bait. The bait for what?
Or
I-
a shield.
Can I get a spelling of that somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
I am not functioning tonight. Sorry.
It's Valdore. Valdor.
Valdo. Okay. Sorry, I've not
Oh.
actually slept since last night's session, so
Amazing.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
running.
no.
I'm running on fumes, so you have to forgive me.
mhm.
What?
The mad lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really long and really wide and swoopy.
Yeah, okay. They were in frickin' they were in Nemesis.
They finished development about the same time the Dominion War ended. Never saw service.
Ooh, things look cool.
So it really is just a souped-up Dederidex.
Kinda.
I believe it's reduced in size and reduced in required crew.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a good counter to the definitely a good counter to the Achilles in terms of raw firepower.
Well, I believe from its creation, it's probably more of a counter to the Sovereign. I'd hate to see what they make as a counter to the Achilles. Could that?
Scimitar again.
Yeah.
Which they have the plans to do.
I'm just saying I'd assume a Valdor class could probably stand on even keel to the Achilles in a firefight.
I mean, in reality, any ship could stand toe to toe with any ship. Whether it just depends on
Super
whether.
Berth.
I mean, it just depends on how lucky or unlucky you are.
Battlecraft versus Achilles.
I mean, if we are shit out of luck, then yes, I reckon a shuttle could take us out.
It's on a bad day, yeah.
Well, hopefully they won't just suddenly start opening fire, even though that's kind of what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Lieutenant Rylov, parahailing frequencies.
Hi, Commander.
Has returned. Sorry about that. So, Valdor class scene ahead of you. Well, it's Cloaked Valdor class 3 Dederdexes.
And just before he got back, I ordered the lieutenant to start hailing frequencies. Start?
Prepare.
Prepare, yeah.
Basically, drop out of warp, press the button, let's go.
Yeah.
Drop out of warp.
But why are we always preparing? Why can't we just do something?
Well, because I'm the XO, I'm telling the person to repair the thing, and then the captain will say, now do it.
Do you? Is your intention to stop in front of them and then with shields and weapons up that you're hoping they're going to hail you, or are you going to try to hail them first?
Well, I'm gonna
Or
hail
are you
them.
going to do a warning shot?
I'm going to try and open comms with them first. If they don't answer, I'm gonna give them warning shots. Hell, I'll tell them if they don't respond, I'm going to be firing warning shots.
Warning for the warning shots.
As you're dropping out of warp, the lights across the ship flicker, and you hear the engines drop.
My engines is
That's
what?
report.
As in, your warp bubble just collapsed. That was not something Shishir did intentionally.
Okay, so again, my engines did what? I want a status report.
Reason plus engineering. Difficulty 3.
I know my ship, so 1 free dice.
Y'all?
Take 2 threat for the 4th.
Sure.
Trait of fast thinker. I'm trying to figure this out really quickly. Could I bring that on that difficulty?
You certainly could. Difficulty 2.
Sweet.
I am. Thank you for noticing. Brown noser? No.
Sir, we're unable to maintain a warp bubble. We're getting severe interference from subspace. Can I spend a momentum to ask a question? Is there a means of compensating for that?
I'll give that momentum back to you. You lack data. You don't know what's causing the interference in the first place.
Okay.
Are we close enough to the Romulans?
Romulan's still at warp.
They are at station keeping. They have come to a stop.
Lieutenant Arlen, try and find a solution while we're dealing with the Romulans.
Lieutenant Rylov, status on hailing.
I don't even think I have the systems for hailing right now. GM, do I?
Wait on.
All subspace bands are being jammed, Commander.
Understood. Science. Let me know if that's a natural effect or if there's an active cause.
Oh, I mean, if it's active, you might have a hand in figuring that one out.
Lieutenant Rylov, work with science.
I mean, that's just does the trait of Romulan help?
Yeah,
Or defector, rather.
Insight plus science. Difficulty 4. Assisted by sensors plus science.
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely leading that, Vin. Because you don't want me
Okay.
rolling science. Or insight. I mean, insight's fine, actually. It's reason that I'm bad at.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Hey.
Does my testing a theory into practice help?
Yes.
Awesome. Then that means it's diff 3. I am going to spend 2 momentum for 4 dice. Ugh.
Given it's through communications and such, would I be able to assist with insight engineering instead?
You could, yeah.
The, more physical application of the thing. He's the theory and I'm the practice, essentially.
Well, at least we hit the difficulty.
Which, it's a tactical system. Technically. Weird communications. Lovely. Why? There you
Okay.
go.
Because TNG had to have Worf do something.
Aside from get hit by barrels.
Yeah.
or backhanded, or like arm grabbed then shoved away by Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad.
I can't type.
Am I right in my understanding that Veldor is like here-ish?
Ish. It's somewhere. Just let's like it's not even your sensors that picked it up. It's that weird silhouette that they're casting behind them.
Right, right.
I don't know why I was putting it there. Do 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 do. Doop.
So my free question, is this a natural phenomenon?
We already know that one.
Yes, but we have to establish it in character too.
Okay, well, no. The way this is described actually is something that could theoretically be some kind of weird natural.
I mean, Shackleton has all kinds of bad things in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For all
like-
you know, this is normal for this damn part of
Exactly.
space.
It's a
Wasn't
question.
this
It's a
actually
question we
just
have to
said in the
ask.
tactical briefing earlier as well? No, that was only to Pend, where someone suggested doing this.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, the worst thing in the Shackleton is Klingons.
Yeah.
They're a natural disaster all their own.
Captain, I think I got it. This would appear to be a subspace fire, burning all across the sector. It's creating interference across all subspace bands for light years, wide, cross, height.
Can we tell where this is originating from?
I guess that would be a momentum spend.
Certainly would.
Yeah.
Clicking on things is hard.
Did we just hit it? Or did it just appear?
Or did it just hit us?
Those are fascinating
might explain-
questions.
You know.
Mhm.
It might explain why they stopped here and decloaked. They're like, we don't know what's happening, so we'll just let them know we're here now.
Maybe.
White dot.
A dot's a strong word. I think it's an undersell.
Yes. That white splotch. Okay. Right near the edge of the foxtrot into it's G. What is G? It's golf.
Gamma.
Gamma. It's firmly in the foxtrot subsector. In its upper right regions. It's just starting to press into the gamma sector, gamma subsector.
Considering the tactical brief I literally just come from before heading out to here, do I have a strong inclination of where that might be? Or who might be there?
Yep.
I think the bridge crew just see Penn just lean into his seat and look annoyed. That was the location of the Klingons who were attempting to hunt/destroy a storm god.
A
A
storm what?
Storm god, Captain?
a being that lives inside of storms. It's referred to as a storm god by the local civilization. But,
Understood.
well,
And we all know how well the Klingons get along with their gods.
Cadet,
Or
do
with
you
gods.
have enough information to determine whether this will be a lasting effect?
That'd probably be another momentum spend.
Have it back. You lack data.
Insufficient data, sir. We're only just hitting the edge of this.
Understood.
I'd have to do ongoing observations.
And
I can
does
I
it
can
seem to
say
be
from
spreading?
engineering. Go ahead, Cadet.
No, that was it. I had nothing else.
Can you tell whether the region affected is expanding or not, Cadet?
Oh, sir, I just lost contact with the Valdor class.
I can say from an engineering perspective, if without subspace, we're stuck to sublight. Don't think I need to explain the physics on that one.
Yes, I'm clear on that, Lieutenant Arlen.
Give me any of you. One of you can lead. The rest can assist if you want. Insight Medicine difficulty 3. There's something occurring to you as you think about the situation.
I have an
Right,
11.
medicine. I have also an 11.
I have a 13.
10.
I don't know people. I know machines.
Machines are people, sometimes.
Machines are squishy people.
This
So
is
I
not
guess-
40k.
So I guess this is me. Would my testing a theory into practice come into play?
No, not in this case.
Nope. Astrophysics focus?
No, it's something about the crew.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a momentum. Because I don't have any focuses for this, and I'll have to get very lucky.
I will assist you with this.
Yeah, I'll assist you as well.
Oh, no need.
Sweet.
Alright.
Thank God.
I'm going to roll my assist because I have a reroll on it. But...
That was it's a 13. I just made that.
Alright.
Got the momentum back. Good.
I'll even go one step further here. I'll chart myself a threat for this.
I don't like that. I don't like the sound of
Not
that.
at all.
Ven and Frolic are the ones who learned this. If I could find both of you. 1 and 2.
Ven immediately turns around in his seat, and this is fitting. He turns around in his seat, looks at Thralic, and then looks behind her at his fellow cadets.
Frolic is going to catch your eye, get up, and walk over to them. That's right, because that was on. You're excused from further British duty today.
And away the cadets go.
And then on my way back, I'll just say, extreme mental strain to Pend quietly.
Yeah, Pend will just nod.
A new security person very quickly steps in because they would have once they stepped away from the control would have alerted the security department. This station is empty. It's like, oh, whoever's like a deck boy, you get up here, get in this chair.
Yeah.
So
And the back ones aren't required to be manned. They're auxiliaries. They're meant for assisting other stations with stuff.
Oh, and I know I already made the roll and everything. Would my difficulty have gone down at all because I'm telepathic?
Well, you're an empath, right?
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm an empath.
Oh yeah, it would have been difficulty too. You would have banked extra momentum there because you would have felt that
Yeah.
before you even turned your head.
okay,
I was going to say telepath, but empath. Yeah.
what's the distance for us to get out of this?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Cadet kind of as well. So if it's spreading at light speed or faster, we can't go faster.
Yeah, but we can't get out of it. It is impossible.
If we just hit the edge, we can
Maybe
go back.
out
But if
of
the
it.
edge is expanding, then we have to make a decision quickly, depending on its speed.
Oh, fun. That's a high difficulty is all. Using science to 4.
Oh, I thought you said Vaughn, and I was so confused why you were calling me that.
Hang on, testing a theory into practice.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll assist you.
Spending the 2 momentum we got. Focus in astrophysics. Nice. Reason science. Okay. Let's hit it.
Yes, I'll assist. Will you accept mental prowess?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Wait a minute. Oh, mental prowess has a focus.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought you were saying trait. I was like, wait a minute.
And here's the ship. Oh.
We'll take our
Sorry.
ones.
I take the first one that hits the
Yeah,
table.
yeah. So we gain 2 from.
Oh yeah, because I lowered the difficulty. Haha.
Yep. Stand by. Sending answer. It helps if I type in numbers. You can get to there in blank. Pick your own number.
Oh, they're my favorite type of games. Pick your own numbers.
It's called a lotto, and
Oh geez. Okay.
I understand because I've just done the
Yeah.
calculations.
Yeah. Ven grips the edge of his terminal, white knuckled. Says, "These estimations, sir, we wouldn't get beyond the edge of this for another 20 years if we traveled at full impulse. We're gonna have to somehow find a way to get back to warp."
And I am going to inflict some mental stress upon all of you. Because that is a nightmare for any Starfleet officer. That is basically being adrift in space. That is not good. But there's no fitness medicine roll yet because I don't know how much stress I'm throwing at you yet. I have to build the hazard.
Mhm.
It won't be much because you guys are in a fairly advanced ship. You're not damaged.
Yeah,
so-
I can live
yeah.
20 years. It's fine.
Yeah. And for my free question, I would like to ask, is it expanding?
Let me answer that for you.
Okay. I suppose if you want some good news, Captain, it's not expanding.
Yes, good news. But it just encompasses quite the extremely large distance.
Everyone suffers 3 stress. So no injury, no fitness medicine roll. It's just you're feeling a little less peppy than you were 5 minutes ago.
Lieutenant Rylov,
Sir?
are there any other ways we could contact the Romulan vessels that don't require subspace? Anything from your particular insights?
I suppose there could be light signals, sir. Though we would have to be close enough to, or within visual range, and have to be looking for it. They wouldn't expect it from a Starfleet vessel.
If that's the case, lower weapons and let's try to approach slowly.
Spending 10 threat.
Of course you are.
New scene. As you're getting ready to lower your weapons and begin your approach, I can't click on things. Try again. The Valdor class decloaks,
Oh, yeah, there she is.
and it fires away.
Well, fuck you too. Again, I'm stating I've come into this trying to be peaceful.
Where the fudge is the thing I'm looking for? There it is. Oh, that's it. Okay, cool. Medium long.
Captain, I'm
There you
picking up the Valdor class again. It's decloaking off our and weapons fire. Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Those things are rude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Although,
Wait, why have we only got 16 shields? We should have 21.
is that like
Told
a
you go to-
diff
3.
4 shot for them at the moment?
3.
Sweet.
They're only at long.
Oh, they're at long?
2 range bands away
Oh
from you.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit, that is 2 range bands. I was like, isn't that 1 range band away?
Yeah, because
No,
it's structure
God damn
security
it.
plus 5.
I'll have to manually.
No, I
put that
know
in
how to
there.
do it. I was just thinking, where the hell has it gone?
I was sitting there looking and going, I swear that's in medium. No, the way the map works, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, where the hell's my 5 shields gone?
Yeah, I was wondering too. I was sitting there going like, why did it say 16? Huh. I must have forgot something. They'll point it out if I with enough time.
Yeah, it was clearly Arlen's fault for trying to redline our shields and not
Shit.
telling anyone.
No shit.
I didn't redline the shield yet.
Yeah.
I will highlight you are not under the effects of the Shackleton Expanse's normal issues, not because of the fire per se, but because this part of Federation space is just outside of it. You're just on the border of the Shackleton Expanse.
That looks like a miss.
The
Don't
torpedo fires wide. They rushed the shot and didn't get a proper firing solution. The turn goes to you. The Aldor class just opened fire on you.
Well, we know they're looking at least.
Lieutenant Rylov, return fire.
Specific target, sir.
Disable that vessel's weapons.
Yes, sir. That is, oh boy, that is a.
And to be fair, yeah, that's me directing. We have plenty of weapons for every goddamn range band.
Mm-hmm. I've got to look at them. Okay, so this is long range right now.
Yeah, long.
I mean, you can choose the medium and just increase your difficulty if you want, but it's your call.
If we want to disable the weapons, a quantum is probably accurate and shouldn't be enough in a single hit to destroy the ship.
Wasn't I'm only directing its fire? You fire what you want.
Yeah. No, we'll go with phasers. Which is a diff 3, so same difficulty. It's a phaser array.
Yeah.
Heck.
Uh,
Just the one power, yep. And remembering things. It's been a second since we've done space combat.
if it's just the one ship, would want spread.
Spread, yep. So yeah, that spread it would be diff 4 because of the targeting, and we don't have rapid targeting systems.
Hey.
That does increase the difficulty.
Yeah, it would. I mean, if people want to start spending arcs and giving the ship stuff, I won't complain.
Spread, yes. Control, security, tactical systems focus, because they are tactical systems. Duh. Give you 2 and... No, I'll just give you 3. And we'll keep the momentum. Let me think here. This is a Romulan vessel, and these will be our first shots. I'm saying I might be able to get away with Defector, like, once.
That'd be correct. You'd have one chance to see a weakness, to exploit a weakness you already know about that class of ship. But but eventually, when their turn comes around, they'll be able to
They'll be like, oh,
change
okay,
things.
they know about that, yeah. So I'll have exactly one shot, but I'll take that for lowering the difficulty to 3 again.
And I'll make mine a crit assist, and I'll roll for the ship. Come on, ship.
The ship also crit assist, just in the wrong direction.
So, what, spend my 2
this time
just
it
to
wasn't me.
squash.
I had.
So
I
gain 2.
didn't overload.
Yeah, that's a great thing you didn't overload. Okay.
I didn't redline the weapons, so you can't blame this one on me. It's not my fault. Tucker did
And
it.
phaser array is default 0 challenge dice on it, aside from the...
Right.
Okay. Just making sure, because yeah, I don't think we've ever fired the phaser arrays on the Achilles.
No.
That's a lot of ones.
We do have versatile too, so...
Correct.
Put it into piercing, I think.
Give me a second here, Ben.
No seconds.
I mean, what? Because you could do 1 reroll and 1 piercing.
Potentially. Yeah. It's just more of a matter of, I don't know what we're doing raw. It's a scale 6, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd be doing
you-
1 if that is just the resistance at the moment.
And you do get to know that as part of your roll normally, so you know that they are. They have 6 resistance.
Okay, so we're doing 1 at the moment. Rerolling 3 could get us more, so...
So spend 1 versatile to reroll 3.
Yep. Biscuit, risk it. That's still 2 more, so same thing as piercing, essentially.
What, and spend the last versatile on piercing?
Yep. So that will give us 5. With a specific hit to weapons, and then that is enough for spread.
The spread actually gonna do anything.
Spread probably won't do anything. Spread also is affected by versatile, though. I believe, right? No. Yeah.
Because it's a second attack with the same system.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Halved, which is then 5, and then the resistance eats all of that.
But wouldn't that have versatile as well?
Yeah, so we could put 2 piercing into that. We'd be doing 3 damage. It wouldn't be a breach or anything,
But
but
it
it would
would
be shield
each-
damage.
With his shield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
each shields.
I'm right, 3
you
damage would
want-
be what would... Yeah, because we're only doing 5.
If you want, you could dump 2 more.
Yeah, we'd be doing 3
on
damage if we
momentum.
did that.
If you want, you could dump 2 more momentum and make that another breach. Unless you want to save that momentum.
We're not trying to kill them.
Okay.
Well, just as a... Because like I said, we've not fired the phaser array in quite some time. On this spread, would we have the versatile 2 again on the spread?
That has been answered, yes.
Yes.
Then
So
you just-
we'd be doing 3 damage on it if we put that both into piercing.
Okay.
So 5... We'd be doing 8 damage in total. The second one doesn't do a breach, but it's still shield damage. So I'm fine with that.
Wait, how's that only 3 damage?
Because it's half of the 9, so 5, which is eaten entirely by their 6. If we put the 2 into piercing, that's 4. They've got an extra resistance that wasn't being used, so we end up doing 3 instead of 4.
I thought it was 2 per chevron, so that would be 6.
1 per chevron. Oh shit, you're right. It's so 9 down to 5, 6, 7 damage. Sorry. Then we are doing 1. Oh shit, we might be doing 5.
Yeah, that's what I was a bit confused from your numbers. That's why
I
I
forgot
was
the
doubled.
chevron thing. I'm sorry. It's been a minute.
No, that's why I'm confirming myself. It's
So,
like we've not fired the
from
phasers
9
in a while.
From 9 to 5, and then 5. 1 chevron is eaten just for activating it. 6, 7, and then 1, and then we do the 2 to piercing. 5. Yeah, okay. So we'd be doing 2 breaches, except the second breach is to a random system because spread is spread.
Yeah,
But we did do 2. Holy shit!
yeah, because usually we just fire torpedoes and call it a day.
Well, I fired phasers all the time as Varder because it was amazing. He was
so
specifically
broken.
designed to do it.
Oh, you're the hero ship. Hero ships do stuff like this. And
Yeah,
this is
Oh
what
no,
started
as in Varder on the Kismet was broken because of the rapid
Wombo
targeting systems
combo.
and his talent. Yeah,
Just wombo combo.
but that's 10 damage to shields and 2 breaches. 1 to weapons.
Great.
Pulling up something.
It's like the universal love tap if we don't want to fight, disabling their weapons.
Hey,
If you're disabling their engines, it's you want to fight and you want them to stay and fight.
and to be fair, that was just me directing you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you still got your regular.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Jesus. Searching over for it. Computer, work with me? Wait, that should be closed anyway. Go away. Confusing matters.
And I mean, considering that was basically all 1s barring a 0, that's still a lot of damage output.
Ah, there we go. That's why it's doing that. Okay. That is a breach to their engines.
God damn it. Which is power, actually, as well, I believe.
Oh.
Not just for the first breach.
I think it's power loss per breach on engines.
I believe the security officer is correct.
That's why targeting the engines is devastating.
Yeah, yep. You've hit their weapons and shields. You drew 10 shields off them.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost over half of their shield power.
Do you have quick to action?
Yes.
Do you want to go again?
We could. Or we could also try and flash the, we don't want to fight signal, but if you keep it up. Like, we're willing to fight, but would rather, it's not our purpose. We can try.
Yeah, let's give it a
Reasonably.
go.
We didn't hit their optics or their commands, so they're, they still have sensors to see that signal, hopefully.
Oh, God. Well, just doing that now.
What would that...
whose action is with the quick to action?
Depends on what that type of roll would be.
Yeah, what is the roll to essentially use a Romulan technique to signal them without subspace?
Sell out the ship. No.
Draw phaser on pen. That wouldn't go well.
Tell us you are forever.
It's not the same layout, but we now know for certain that at least that vessel is looking closely at the Achilles. It makes sense if they're targeting us. It's higher likelihood that they're going to see it.
Who are you signaling?
The Veldor is the most advanced, so it makes sense. It's the lead. It's the commander's ship.
Control plus engineering, difficulty 3, systematic communications plus engineering, complication 2.
Control engineering?
You could use security instead, but it still comms engineering for the assist.
Okay.
Because you could be impressing upon them the security situation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you want a quick to action and attempt to reach them.
I can do that. And the trait of defector is making this possible.
I'd say so. Yeah, it's making it significantly easier. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Romulan making it possible?
Hmm?
Wouldn't it be Romulan as a trait making it possible?
I mean, you can technically be a Romulan without having ever been in the Star Navy.
That's true.
And I would assume it's only the Star Navy that really knows how to do a Star Navy signal.
You're making sure you're using a signal that Star Navy personnel would know without having to think about it twice. Because if you use Morse at them, they'll be confused. They'll be like, "Huh? What's that?"
It's having them not try and translate a Federation signal when they are probably not interested in translating a Federation signal.
But wouldn't they be more concerned about seeing a Romulan signal come from a Federation ship and wonder how the hell did they get our signals?
That is possible. That's why it's complication too.
And these are also outdated signals. So, Okay. I have it, so I have to tell you. Paranoid? Is this hurting me here? Or helping me here? Yeah. It exists. I have to let you know.
Is that for the ship as well?
Yes, the complication extends from the main roller.
Okay, just
in this
sure.
case.
For a second, I thought you were saying that the ship was also paranoid.
No, yeah, the ship is also paranoid. Does a mission directive apply here?
Yes.
Okay.
The Admiral gave you specific directive to make contact with the Romulans. That's what you're trying to do.
I will spend to that through mission directive. I could have used the value my loyalties to the chain of command. But mission directive gets me things. Focus. This isn't being done specifically through the tactical systems, is it?
Yep, you're hailing them in a way.
Okay. Focus, yes. That I'll give you 1 and 1. 1 momentum, 1 threat for the extra die on that, and we'll go for it. Okay, yeah. No, I'll just make momentum on this roll, apparently. 7 successes. 8 successes. That might have been excessive. I didn't keep it. Tragic. I didn't
roll
want
for
to
me.
fuck that up, though.
Roll me 7 challenge dice.
You know, maybe it's a good thing I made this much momentum. We'll find out.
Oops, wrong music, sorry.
Are we looking at float bend?
Yes, that was 1 float.
Okay. Oh, I was too far to the left to see that, sorry.
You have fallen out of combat. They are no longer firing at you. Is there anything with that float you would like to use it for?
Maybe that and 1 more that they send a shuttle?
Even if it is just a shuttle halfway between the 2 ships.
I'll take 2 for that.
Yeah. That, or it would be a runabout would probably make more. Kestrel, yeah. I imagine they'd send a larger ship if they were expecting a talk.
It would seem they are launching a small craft towards you. New scene.
Okay, I think it worked, sir. I think. Although it would be unusual for them to send a shuttle if they didn't accept the...
Understood. Lieutenant Rylov, Commander Thralic, head down to Shuttle Bay with a team just in case.
Yes, sir.
Cadet then Lieutenant Allen, try and find me some solutions, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So who steps off the bridge?
I asked Commander Thralic and Lieutenant Rylov.
Ven will go over to internal systems with Arlen.
Here's the tertiary, the auxiliary panel to help internal.
Definitely
Okay.
spaced there for a minute, but I'm back.
Wherever you need me, sir. He says to Arlen.
Try to see if we can and use the warp coils to gain any sort of traction on this effect.
That's one possibility. Another one might be to see if we can't shield ourselves from the subspace fire, create a pocket of stable subspace around us.
That would preclude the fact that there's any subspace left to use, but
Ben and Arlen, welcome to the scientific method.
Yeah.
yay!
Each time you progress forward, we will cut over to another scene, and things will happen. So you do have a time limit in the sense that there's only so much time you have. As you're working on this, events are unfolding around you. So you don't want to take too long.
Okay, so we have to choose between science, medical, or engineering. I'm thinking it's going to be an engineering thing. If not engineering, then science.
So just to reiterate, just so we're clear, what problem are you trying to solve specifically? I'm going to type it into the chat so I don't forget it. Is the point.
Mm-hmm.
How make ship go fast?
Make ship go fast.
Make
How
ship
to
go.
Make ship go fast. Is that your answer?
No.
No.
Okay.
How to create a stable warp? How to safely go to warp, even though subspace is currently on fire.
Yeah, I basically just asked him to give me solutions.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we could do that, if we can safely go to warp while subspace is currently on fire, that solves the problem. Something. Difficulty 1. I'm deferring to you, sir. This seems like an engineering problem to me.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
but
a
I'm
you
gonna
problem, sir. Sorry.
Yes, but I'm gonna need you to keep me advised on the actual physical science of the situation.
Yes, of course. I just don't want to do anything to the ship systems without your say-so, sir.
I want to graduate.
Let's do reason plus engineering.
Okay, pasta. Why is that not doing what I want? There we go. Double checking something. You're just rolling straight, or did you already roll?
Not yet. We're asking if I can make the roll using engineering.
You can make the roll. Yep, you can make the roll for for medicine, science, or engineering. Whether or not it'll succeed is what the roll's for.
Okay. Does the talent I know my ship fire? Since this is getting my ship to go.
I have to say no because it's not a fault in the ship. The ship's not what's at fault. Space is at fault.
You
But I
could
know
say
it-
the fault. You could say the fault is in our stars.
You could say that, yes.
Okay, bye.
But I have to. But I have to know what my ship can handle.
Right. And know my ship. I'm gonna look up know my ship now.
I think it's only for. I think it's only for troubleshooting.
I am troubleshooting. I'm troubleshooting.
Know my ship. Whenever you attempt a task to determine the source of a technical problem with your ship.
So
There's-
just on fire. Take a threat.
Right. If it said troubleshooting, I would have taken it, but it's like, that's not really what it's for. It's for knowing something in particular. You gain 3 momentum. And engineering is indeed a path to victory. You're at stage 2. But we cut down to the shuttle bay.
Is Shuttle Bay new scene?
Yes, it is. So, question becomes: are Thorlik and Relov going down there by themselves? Are they going with an escort? Are they pulling a detail? Are they grabbing extra equipment on the way down?
We're told to bring a team. The exact team would be up to the commander.
Team of doctors.
Assumably it is security, but
Yes, it's gonna be security.
which
Um,
I just get for free because we're on the ship.
So you're pulling up a security detail.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Not heavy arms, thank you very much.
no.
See, which do we know the size of ship they were sending? Like, is it a runabout sized or a shuttle size?
It is a Kestrel. Scale 2.
I forget how many men they can hold.
That's classified information, soldier.
Uh, yeah, let me just open my file here. More or less not bringing more men than they would have.
yeah.
You could safely assume anywhere between 12 to an absolute max, like if they sardine canned themselves, an absolute max of like 20, 30 people. But
Yeah.
realistically, if you're sending that many people, you send multiple Kestrels.
Yeah.
Because then they don't have any room for... Because if you pack them in that tightly, they have no room for rifles or their armor. They're just packed in there.
And we're fine with ending up being slightly outnumbered because it is on our ship. Like, even if some of our guys go down, we'd end up having more show up. They don't have that option. So, yep. Oh boy. I really wanted to avoid this.
Are you taking any support characters with you in this encounter?
Actually, I have anyone?
No cadets.
Yeah, no cadets. But I think I will ask Lieutenant Brawls Cham to join us.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
He's under command. The Chaminator.
What a cham.
Are you bringing anyone else?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Are you grabbing any extra equipment on your way down?
I mean, I could tell you a thing to make as a gift for them, but I don't think this is the time.
No, I don't think we're grabbing any extra equipment.
No.
I really feel like swinging by my quarters and grabbing my Ushan.
A point to the captain. The Kestrel runabout class, basically a scale 2 ship, is requesting entry into your shield bubble and docking permission with your shuttle bay.
Yeah, I'll grant that.
Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Couldn't find that darn song. And watching from the observation deck, you can see the Kestrel class runabout come about and land in the bay.
All right.
I
Now
should
head down
probably-
to. Yeah.
Actual correct results. It would stay like this so I can unload because the game ramp's on the back. Duh.
Mhm. Not the side.
Yeah. So the group of you go down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Five Romulans step out from inside the Kestrel.
I'll step forward.
Ryloff, Insight Security, difficulty 1. Complication range of 3.
Is that because of paranoia?
And Defector.
Ah. So I can't use paranoia as a focus.
You could, hilariously.
It's part of what's giving you the complication.
Yeah.
But also, you
Does
could be
the
right.
talent of constantly watching help?
Yes.
Diff 2. Oh, that's diff. Can that lower that to diff 0? I need to read the talent again.
Some of them do diff.
Reduced
or
by
some
1.
of them
But it can go to 0.
No.
No?
Oh, no, never mind. It doesn't have. I misread the end bit. So yeah, it can be diff 0. Lovely. It's not one of the ones that specifies to a minimum of 1.
Yeah.
So I can fuck this up, but I can't fail. Funnily enough. I'll give you a threat anyway.
Sure.
Okay. I was like, just for the reroll in case I do fuck up, and then
Mm-hmm.
that. I made float. I don't know what to do with it. Actually, I do. Maybe.
I mean, see what the results are of the roll first.
Yeah. True.
Do.
Okay. Oh. I'm not happy about that one, Chief. Okay, so we've got 3 float. So spend 1 of those for a question. Oh, hi! Showing up at the right moment.
Right as the Romulans board.
Oh, well, I can leave, you know.
One of them gets a boo-boo.
Um,
Might need to see the doctor.
Uh-huh.
and they're
Whoop,
all
whoop.
in Romulan uniform,
Oh,
correct?
look at that. We're all out of T-negative blood. I'm sorry, you're gonna die.
No, we've
Aren't you a
currently got-
Romulan? Shut up.
Yeah. They are all in uniform, correct?
To your average Starfleet officer, they just look like Romulan officials with ranks.
Yeah.
It's not that they it's-
Clearly we are Vulcan.
And yeah, there's also the added funny bit of the uniforms have things on them to denote social status. So this fella in charge, or that is in charge, is what exactly? Like from a counselor's family or some fucking backwater colony? Like,
spending for a question there?
yep. Okay. Oh, that's. don't know if I have a third question.
Do they seem to recognize you?
Sure. I would hope not, but paranoia does make that a question, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say we were like peons, but you know.
Oh yeah, we were like next to nothing in rank, so it's like, okay, good, that's fine.
Sure, but I mean, being a defector definitely will jump up your.
Okay, well,
Yes.
we did steal a ship.
Like,
There is that.
Yes, there is that. Anyway, yep, no, is this before Throlic steps away?
As they are, like you just had that flash. You look at at their collars, checking rank, and that rank you go. I know what that means. That can only mean one thing.
So yeah, a quick whispered single word then to Throlic as she's stepping past him of Talshiar.
Got it.
Yay.
Wonderful.
But just a single quiet thing that
Mm-hmm.
like quiet to the point that you might miss it kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
mean, I'm an
So,
Andorian.
so
We
do
have
we
very
airlock them
good
now or
senses.
later?
I love how there's hesitation there. Like, I didn't hear an immediate no. You're right, you didn't.
So I am going to continue stepping forward and say, I'm Commander Stralick. I'm the executive officer on board this vessel. And you are?
I am Colonel Tybok of the Romulan Star Empire.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. There's no smile. And sorry, because I zoned out briefly earlier. Pen, did you want me to escort them to meet you, or am I talking to them?
I didn't
Or are
specify.
we escorting them to the airlock?
Okay,
I basically just said go down and meet them.
gotcha. Past experience, I think Pen wants to talk to them, but I'll definitely be there for it. If you'll follow me, the captain should be waiting to meet us. We can discuss our present situation and ways of dealing with that.
I want to know exactly why your vessel or your cabal of starships have seen fit to set subspace on fire.
The Federation has not taken any activities to alter subspace in this area. And I would very much like to know why several cloaked vessels were traveling through Federation space without alerting us.
Your political situation with the renegade government known as the Tripolity has put the motivations of the United Federation of Planets into question and Starfleet's integrity into doubt. It is my mission to verify if you are a threat to the Empire and the will of the Romulan people. And if you are a threat, to destroy you.
Regardless of your mission or further diplomatic potentials between, she hesitates pointedly, the Romulan government and the Federation, our existing trees are still in effect.
You're the one that made the first move of aggression.
Raised eyebrow, antennas pointed forward.
With your Klingon allies, you have made subspace travel and communication impossible at a marked moment when you are outnumbered. If anything, this seems a clear violation of the Treaty of Algeron and its subsequent addendums after the Treaty of Bajor.
If the Klingons have violated the Treaty of Algeron, they will be held responsible.
As I understand it, this is a joint task force of which Achilles has great personal vested interest in. Indeed,
While we-
personal communications with the Lord Brigadier of House of Gitta, a High Council member. One could infer that there are certain larger plans at stake here than mere Andorian commanders. And he glances around. Romulan traitors. Some of the security to actually step forward for a half second, like they're pissed that they're talking shit about Ryloff at all.
Mhm.
Does Ryloff stop them?
Like a hand to the side, yeah.
Yeah, there's no role. It's if you don't stop us, we'll clock this guy in the face. Screw him.
Yeah, that's like a hand to the side, just like a no.
Please.
Like the don't say anything, don't try to visibly react, but hand to the side to his guys.
The
One
security
can
detail around the
infer-
colonel, the security detail around the colonel stare at the detail, but don't do anything if they don't, since they were stopped.
One can infer many things. However, pointless speculation has led many a great man to fall. And then she'll gesture towards the door.
Where is it you are attempting to lead me, Commander?
Briefing room C.
My vessel is not to be scanned or otherwise inspected. Out of consideration of your inferior position, I am willing to keep only 2 guards here at my vessel and 2 guards to escort me to keep everyone honest. And he glares at Ryloff for a second, then back at Thralic.
Nope, don't. I'm not seeing the start again. Thought about it for a second. Probably the half eyebrow raise of I know.
Whatever measures you need to take to feel comfortable amongst allies.
There remains to be seen, Commander. Lead on.
And I'll lead the way.
Get him, Commander.
Eat him.
New scene as we cut up to the bridge. Dr. Koval.
Mm-hmm.
One presume you've been trying to call the bridge for a bit to figure out why the ship's at red alert because no one briefed you that you were going to red. You were just going to talk to some Romulans, and bridge wasn't answering, so you went up to find out what's going on. And you see the room very tense, and that's not a false red alert. It looks like there's something going on. And on the view screen, you can see a Valdor class Romulan ship, a scale 6 Romulan warbird sitting on the view screen.
Okay. Wait, did I know that there were that we were going to be speaking with Romulans, or did we just like get called back to the ship and then we were at red alert? Sorry.
You knew you were going to be meeting Romulans, but you're standing at a spot in the bridge where if the view screen was on and they were talking, they wouldn't see you.
Yeah. Okay.
You just know as long as you're not in this well, you can't. It's hard to see you. As long as you're outside of that, the view screen can't see you.
So I was gonna say, like, Yeah, she's paranoid enough. Usually her hair is kind of thrown back to keep it out of her face for the purposes of being out of her face so she can do her job. If she knew that there were going to be Romulans around, hair down to cover her ears, 100%. Bangs down
Roger.
to bangs combed specifically to hide her eyebrows. Like, no, I'm human. This is fine.
I'm some sort of humanoid or Vulcanoid, perhaps. Not Romulan. Nope.
Nope. I don't know if she would bother pinned.
You could you see Lieutenant Arlen and Lieutenant and Cadet Ben are deeply discussing subspace theory at the moment. You know, Thralic and Ryloff are not present on the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Clock that for sure.
Doctor, is there anything you need?
Captain, I tried to hail you. Why are we at red alert? And is there standing orders for medbay?
We're at red alert because there's 4 Romulan vessels just outside. One of them fired a torpedo and missed, so we gave them a quick response. They've sent over a shuttle. We're attempting to talk to them. Oh, and subspace is currently not working. So, yeah.
Not working is putting it mildly.
Eyebrows just like behind her hair just keep getting higher and higher, and then like a confused furrow.
Security oversight looks over the shoulder. The delegation's moving to briefing room 1, Captain.
3.
Understood, I'll head there immediately. Doctor, if anyone comes in with any trauma or injuries, please deal with them. But considering who we're dealing with, if you feel more comfortable staying out of sight, please do.
Sorry.
Sure, you give her that option, motherfucker.
I don't think. Yeah, he gives her that option, knowing that, like, with her oath, that isn't really an option.
Still giving you the option, though.
Yeah.
Shishishri will look over her shoulder and say, Captain, if you're leaving the bridge, given that Lieutenant Ireland is busy and I am tied up at con, I would request that the doctor remain as the senior officer to manage the bridge.
Well, Doctor, you're currently the commanding officer of a Starfleet vessel. Congratulations.
Oh no.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, the Romulans
Arlen.
can't contact you, so you don't have to talk to them.
Arlen, without looking up at his console, just reaches a hand behind his back and gives her a thumb up.
His head down and him and Ben talking and then like, thumbs up. Tap, 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 tap.
Thumbs
tap.
up. You got this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but we couldn't ramp it up that high. The coils wouldn't take it.
Any suggestions on focus? Warp propulsion, and do you have anything on subspace theory?
I have an astrophysics focus.
Would astrophysics cover subspace? Lord GM on high?
It would cover the physics of astronomical bodies.
Probably not. That's the closest I can get.
Put it to you this way. The focus of science would cover biology, geology, chemistry. However, if I do chemistry, that's something else. So to answer more specifically, subspace is a very niche, specific discipline of astrophysics.
Well,
But that may be too broad.
Too broad to be applicable.
Or it may be broad enough. Sometimes broad is what you need. So that's why I hate to mislead you and say yes, that will help, or no, that won't help. It's like it might.
Because
That's what
it's
scientific
one of
method's
those.
for.
Let's throw it in. Let's throw it in just in case.
Yeah, as an option. Could end up being what helps us.
Okay. How's your particle physics or?
Unfortunately, I didn't dabble too much in particle physics. I was more of a molecular chemistry.
Yeah, if we're dealing with subspace, we need to go smaller than molecules.
Yeah, yep.
It's not a power issue, so EPS systems isn't gonna help.
Wait, so do the focuses have to be ones that we have?
No,
Nope,
God,
but
no.
it helps. Nope, but
It
it
helps
helps.
because you can only the only focuses that will apply are ones that you like. You can roll for
So
focus you
that's
don't
why.
have.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of shooting for focuses that we do have, and then we add the other focuses later.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just put subspace theory.
Wait a moment, let me.
No, wait, not subspace theory. We need subspace dynamics. We need to know about the dynamics and how subspace moves.
Oh, hang on. Let's pull Ensign Draven into this. He has a subspace theory focus.
I was gonna say, are any of our support guys
That
got
would be
stuff?
helpful.
We've got all 5 available at this second.
No, I mean Charm is out, but he hasn't rolled yet.
Precisely.
Okay, so we'll pull Draven into this because having someone who knows a bit more how subspace works besides the practical would help.
Yeah, look, I was gonna say, I didn't want to bug him because I know he's manning up the sensor ops. And,
Hey, Draven, can you give us a
okay.
hand? Just
course,
yell
sir.
across the bridge. Yeah, we're dealing with more of the practical all side of subspace, but Cadet Van and I were thinking that your expertise on subspace would definitely give us some insight on what is going on and what we can do to make it ungo on.
Ven looks at Lieutenant Arlen's 2 Lieutenant Pips and then at Ensign Draven's 1 Pip and says, "Oh yeah, I forgot you can do that."
And so, Cadet, you may wish to review hierarchical command structures.
Right. Yep. Ah.
I believe that's a first year course. Tap.
I mean, he's been in the academy for 4 years. So he hasn't and had to use that knowledge in 4 years.
My command score is 1. Get off me.
Yes, he has. You have to use that knowledge all throughout the academy. That's why they make you
Okay.
learn it first.
Specifically, what's the wording of his subspace focus so we can actually activate it?
No, you tell me.
Really?
Subspace theory.
Subspace theory. All right. So we have tinkering, warp propulsion, astrophysics, subspace theory. Last call for a focus, everyone. Last call for a focus.
I mean, you don't have to go up to 5.
I know. I'm just table. Last call for a focus. What you got?
Just in case you think he missed something.
Exactly.
Does the
Because I, as a player, am an idiot.
does the
and I did
focus
not
of
go to
dumbass
Starfleet Academy.
Klingons?
What was that?
The focus in dumbass Klingons.
Cultural studies. Going once, going twice. All right, and I'll write this all up in one clean post for you.
Please do.
All right.
We should probably have something to do with like subspace as our transporter guy, but we haven't had to activate him in a while, so he doesn't.
All right, those are the focuses that are in the hat. Handing the hat to the GM.
The correct answer is present. We will come
Hey.
back to you as you discuss between you. Should we do this? Should we do this? Does that work? Does that work? Tapping and thing is doing modeling real quick. I don't know. Or I think this. While they're muttering away at themselves. Cabal. I'm going to bring you up to speed about what's happening around you at the moment. Here's the current positioning of the ship in relation to the other ships in your area.
Oh boy.
You're currently sitting in open space. On the plus side, the Valador class seems to have a breach to its weapons and a breach to its engine system. It did have it was suffering
Responded
severe.
accordingly. Yeah.
Its shields have recovered by this time. You currently have a Kestrel class ship aboard, with a. I'd Thralic, you communicate into the ship's log about who you're escorting, or do you keep that hush?
I
Fucking Ryloth is at least informing Cabal that there is a Tel Shiar colonel aboard.
You were made aware of this through the bureaucracy aboard the ship. Hooray! Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky you.
Hey, no, I'd rather know. I mean, to be fair, I'm paranoid. If I wasn't told, I would just assume.
I'm going to communicate that information to Pend, but I'm not logging it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so Ryloth basically just private messages Cabal in particular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of keeps her up to date in general.
Yeah.
Orders, Captain, says Shishrir.
We probably have some kind of weird shorthand.
Mm-hmm.
If any, we have a situation hasn't changed drastically, but protocol requires me to request if you have any orders at this time.
Oh, me?
Yes, Doctor. Says Shishrir. She looks over her shoulder and gives you an encouraging nod, like you got this, and then looks back to her controls. You can tell that she's hovering over controls, just waiting for anything to twitch the wrong way.
Yeah. No, maintain as we are for now.
Give me fitness plus command difficulty of 2.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a good roll. Let's see what that is for me. Not good.
See how well you fit in that Starfleet captain's chair. If that reflects well on the bridge crew.
I mean, it's made for Pend.
Yeah, it's a little low to the ground, you see.
I mean, not
Yeah.
really. I think Pind and Cabal are about the same height.
He gets his own sippy cup. It looks like a Klingons head.
Also, like, the padding is totally off because one of his legs is
Oh, that's true though.
metal.
It's more of a
Yeah.
sheath than anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, 100% Cabal is sitting like not back in the chair. She's like sitting in such a way that it's easy for her to stand quickly. You said fitness command?
Yes, I did.
I mean, her fitness is better than.
Or presence. I suppose presence would work here, if that's better. I don't think it is for you.
It is by 1.
Oh, well, never mind. Go with presence.
I mean, her fitness is better than Afrix's fitness was. Composure?
Yes. Trying to sit there and compose yourself in a captainly way.
See, that was your first mistake, trying to be Captain Lee.
Captain Steve.
That's why you should be Captain Pend.
Yeah.
I'd like a momentum, please.
No.
Rude. I may be bold medicine, but that doesn't mean I'm bold in command.
What? You don't take bold in everything?
Shit. I mean, it's not. I didn't catastrophically fail.
That is true. You did not get a complication.
I don't think I have a. I have a value that works against me.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Unfortunately, dear doctor, you are going to suffer.
Oh boy.
What's the scale of the Achilles? 5?
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh no.
6 stress. It's just you're feeling a sudden sense of being overwhelmed.
Captain's chair is a big deal, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
It is when you're a defector who's staring down your old government in the face.
Yep.
It's like,
With
this is
the
fine.
literal boogeyman on board your ship.
Yeah, I feel like this is like specifically a nightmare scenario for the doctor, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it. I mean, being in command is less so than Efrix, but
Oh yeah, not so much the being in command part, but like that could be a
specifically right here, right now.
yes, and like being solidly unable to move away from that is more what I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh man, the 14 was so close. That
Oh.
wasn't so bad at presence.
I mean,
So question.
Yeah.
What is it? How much of your stress is it before you start having issues?
At
5.
least 5. Right now, your character's
Okay.
basically paralyzed for the scene. In just sheer stress. They're just stopped.
Just stopped breathing.
Yep. That's how she passed out.
How
I
you
will
spend
say the
two-
a new scene will probably start after this, but if you take this, your character won't be able to do anything for the remainder of this scene. They can't add to anything or make any orders.
And how do you quash it? Just spend?
2 momentum. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You kind of have a
Triage
moment
is
where
by rank, and I'm the highest ranked here.
you remember to breathe, and then you know some of the crew kind of look over their shoulder, noticing that you kind of audibly breathed for a second, and just sure gives them a look, and everyone kind of looks back at their stations. The people behind you don't notice a thing; they are way too occupied.
Yeah, doing some grounding techniques is fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Is there anything the doctor wishes to know or try to get the bridge crew to work on while Pend and company are trying to talk to your Tal Shiar buddy downstairs?
Boy,
A whole deck below you.
I am so not the person for this.
Advance on scientific advantage.
Scientific method.
Oh.
Basically, order some of the lower decks to help us on this. I don't know.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, like ordering some of the NPCs to just help out.
Yeah. Normally, I would just send those orders to their heads of, but they're up here. Yeah, I'd probably send orders down to engineering and science. Anybody that feels confident in their studies of subspace.
Presence plus command, science, or engineering, difficulty 2, assisted by comms plus relevant department. As you're trying to scare
All
up the
three of
right kind of
those
people.
are the same. All of those are the same. All composure.
I'll take that in this instance, sure.
Because I'm trying to be Jill and a good leader. Strangely enough, less prickly than usual.
Well, it helps that
Maybe.
you're typing out the orders to a degree.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Let's see. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I may need it later. Take a momentum for an extra die, maybe. Sorry, guys.
No, spend what you need.
That's what
Oh.
momentum's there for.
Boy.
Ship's not assisting.
Let's see. Do I got anything? Either my job comes first or respect is something you earn.
I'd take the second one.
Okay.
Good. That's a good value.
In this instance, it makes sense because you are a senior officer aboard the ship. That means that you will occasionally have to take the captain's chair. It's rare
Yeah.
for the doctor to do it, but sometimes all the other people are busy. You're the other
Yeah.
senior person. It's unseen, and pilots generally don't take command when they're expected to be at their post.
Yeah.
They can, but if that's the case, you're really in trouble.
Yeah, they can a la Sulu, but like maybe don't.
It's like flying a ship, starship's hard.
Does that allow you to reroll everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the ship can attempt to assist. You got it with complication.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. Yeah, and I didn't get my
Do you want the threat?
determination back. So I don't suppose you would let us squash it for a momentum and a threat.
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to take those 2 threat. But you have made the step 3 of the scientific method one step easier because you've been able to quickly get the who'd you call? Well, you ship command. You just told the people underneath Drebin and Arlen to find people who can help them with their job and work from their labs and workshops to help the bridge mission. It's like, for some reason, it's like, why are you talking to me? Because I'm the captain, and shut up. Oh, all right then. Very well. Just
yeah, we can send the other science officer, Ensign Remake.
Yeah.
So Mac will, make his way up to the bridge. He'll take up one of the sensor ops stations. He'll go to the secondary one. And new scene as we go to the big meeting. You didn't set the ship on fire, Doctor. Congratulations.
Yay! I mean, that makes me better than the Klingons, right?
Whoops, wrong one. Try again.
Yes, they set everything on fire.
Yeah.
But the night is young.
Do not.
Don't say that. Clearly, the goal is to not set our ship on fire. It's their ships, but not.
Yeah,
But
who
I
set the
can't.
Romulan ships on fire? Is that an
Yeah.
option?
I mean, in theory.
Is there anywhere in particular you want the security detail to be posted as the Colonel Tybach and his men step into the room? And feel free to seat yourselves.
I think that's up to you, Lieutenant.
I mean, technically, yes. I'm biased.
They can say
I
it.
know.
In terms of where his security gets to go, or our security gets to go.
Yours.
Yeah, I was like, in a manner that's not blocking the exits. So, and is also this is our control panels back here. So,
So which thing do you want security detail to be focusing on in particular?
that prying eyes aren't going where they shouldn't.
So basically staying on them, basically.
Yeah, like not so much worried about the colonel, but the you know, the guards themselves.
All right.
Yeah.
The old look at this hand, not this hand kind of thing.
Yeah, well, it's more of the thought like the colonel is the one doing the talking. He's visibly got everyone else's attention, and that lets the guards are generally not looked at, so they can. Oh, what's on that panel over there? I'm just going to read that while no one's looking, but these guys are looking.
Going to place down a little device here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll definitely do
Could you
that
set
after.
that? Yeah, could you set that as an advantage? It's just turn off all the panels in this room, so it's non-essential information.
I mean, it's a.
I don't think so.
The
think
default,
that's
well,
how
you
it
could
is.
turn off. You could cut off computers. However, if you want if they wanted to do anything with these panels, they need anything that's executive decisions. They need command codes or security codes. But if they want to, if as guests aboard a Starfleet vessel, they can look up. They can ask the Elcars for what's Sol like, what's the weather like, what's Vulcan culture, because it's like walking into a library. There's certain bits of a library that are restricted, but most of it's open access because
The
it's not a
standard
military
questions they could
facility.
ask. Yeah, like we've got basic encryption, so it's fine.
But if you shut off all the panels and cut off all the computers, you lose access to those panels because you
Kind
can't
of the
get at them
equivalent
either.
of setting the library on fire to prevent anyone from reading the books.
No,
I mean, it worked for Alexandria.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
It
You
did
take
not.
that back.
No.
I know who we're throwing out the
Pride.
airlock then.
Surprise! It's Arlen.
The colonel takes his seat. The other two guards stay standing. One stays at the door that he came through. One stays right over his shoulder.
Colonel, welcome to the Achilles. I'm Captain Pent.
Captain of the Achilles, I believe, yes?
Correct, I just told you that.
Yes. Well, I'm just confirming you weren't lying to me was all. I believe you're also the senior officer of the Starfleet arm of the Joint Narendra Task Force.
Of the Starfleet side, yes.
A representative of your former commanding officer, Harmon Grennan, now Rear Admiral?
Yes, I used to serve under Rear Admiral as a officer. Now I serve as a captain under the Rear Admiral of Narendra.
Ah. So, Captain, why are you setting space on fire?
Oh yes, I willfully am sat here with 4 Romulan ships around my ship, round us, setting subspace on fire, stranding us 20 years away from things.
Sacrificing yourself to keep the secrets of your government is a noble act, one that the Shishashrir Kith would applaud. Your blood would be smeared on Andor's Wall of Heroes, if they ever got to it.
So, I know you're playing the game right now, but even you've got to realise that's a stupid thing to say.
What, are you a coward, Captain? Afraid to die for the Federation?
No,
That I don't believe.
I'm not a coward. I'm not afraid to die. I'm just not a moron.
Yet here you remain, opposing our path.
No, I was
Also
ordered.
evading the question.
I was ordered to come out here and try to open communications with Romulans who had just appeared off the port of Narendra. So I've just been caught off guard by subspace, basically shitting the bed, and a cloaked vessel decloaking and firing upon me.
But it is a rather interesting coincidence that subspace caught fire and the bed was shit upon right when you were outnumbered, alone. This is tactically advantageous. Your starbase is now safe from our inspection, and your admiral can clean his hands of any wrongdoing. The former secret agent, Pend, may see this as a way to eliminate a threat to his Starfleet.
How much do you know of, say, Earth history?
I know Andorian history of the Shishastreers. Azalon, for one. A traitor. A son of a traitor. He shrugs.
Oh,
You even take traitors in your senior staff.
well, I'm not picky. I like people who are competent. But I want to ask you a question, if you don't mind, and I really want you to think about this. Is that okay?
He just stares at you.
So, there was this story I remember from Earth history of a king who was asked to send many warriors to deal with a threat. And instead, he sent a few. And one. When asked why, he said, "Why send many sheep when I can send few tigers?" So, I see 4 Romulan vessels and 1 Federation vessel. Which one do you think the tiger is?
The ship has faced down battle fleets before, Colonel.
But was it not an Earth warlord that said that he would rather betray the world than let the world betray him?
Ah, yes, you're referring to the warlord Cao Cao from the Three Kingdoms period. So you do know Earth history.
Knowing your enemy's weaknesses is of advantage to intelligence work. I'm sure you'll agree. You're now at a presence role because this guy is, as you can tell, he's being evasive. He's not answering you straight. He's being aggressive. He's trying to provoke you all the time.
Yeah.
So it's getting this guy to just answer a question is like pulling teeth.
Yeah, I'm happy with this. And to be fair, it wasn't. That's a legitimate story I've just told him.
It's not like you were lying or nothing. No, it's like, oh no, that's a. But he's like, oh, I'll show off my education too. It's like, oh, that's not what I was getting at. You're purposely missing the point.
Yeah, he's worried about this being a trap. No, they just sent the tiger to deal with the sheep.
A comparison I'm sure he loves.
That's
Yeah,
not
I'm sure. It's almost like he might have taken that as a personal affront. It's like, yeah, that was intentional. Screw you.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I've been told I have to be abrasive a little bit to get these guys to do anything. So if I need to insult him,
he is talking. He's not considering you weak. He's calling you names and stuff. But
oh yeah, I'm showing him the favor. I'm letting him know that I'm not a pushover.
yeah. This is an opposed. This is an opposed role. You brought him here, so you actually get to start the social conflict that you're in.
Okay.
assume he's the target. I assume you're not targeting his guards.
No, I don't care about his guards.
What are you trying to get out of him? That changes what discipline it is.
I'm basically just trying to change his deposition towards us. Like, clearly he's, I wouldn't say aggressive, but he's clearly, not sure words.
He views us with enmity. Like he's
he's
literally
clearly
said, "Know your
against
enemies,"
us.
even though
Yeah.
we're allied.
So I'm literally trying to change his stance at the moment from against us to, maybe they're in the same shit boat as us right now. This isn't a actual conflict.
Presence plus command. Keep in mind you are in combat turns, so you can say a thing and others can try to chime in. If others wish to assist Pend in this, they can eat their turn to throw an assist die, or they can save it their turn to say something in particular to achieve some goal, which may be Penn's goal, but it may be a personal goal you want him to say, like, hey, maybe don't look into me too much, Mr. Ryloff, or hey, stop treating Andorians like shit, or what are you really here for? Various things.
Yeah.
Depends how much you want to put into one role or not.
So, I'm trying to change this from an aggressive to a less aggressive. Would you accept a palm leaf spend?
Yes, given what you're trying to do.
I'll spend 2 of them.
Yep. Spending 2 threat toward enemies are everywhere.
You can't be paranoid. That's our thing.
Will you allow the trait of tried and tested? This is not the first time I've had to fire upon someone, then talk them down.
For him, yes. Normally, I'd say no because it's the first time I think you've dealt with Romulans in particular with me as GM anyway.
Yeah.
But he respects that you're a tried and trusted officer, so he's giving you a bit more slack than he would most Starfleet officers.
This is him giving slack.
Yeah, that's it. This is him being nice.
Would you accept commanding
nice.
presence?
No.
It's worth a go.
Technically outranks you. If you were in the same Navy.
Oh.
Technically.
Technically.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm Starfleet, you're Romulan, Star Navy, and you may not be the legitimate government in a year, so...
Yeah.
Your rank might not mean anything. Who knows?
But they're like, give a very pointed pause when saying government earlier.
Yeah.
Would you allow a mission directive spend? Because this is also trying to find out their purpose of being here.
Yep, I would. Oh, well, no, by the way, his determination spend, normally that should cost me 3. He has an ability that makes it cost 2.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware mechanically why I'm able to do that.
Oh, that's fair. So I'm currently at +5.
He's at +2.
And I'll give you 5 challenge dice. You get 4.
Die 2.
I think I'll get just
Die
someone
3, die 4, sorry.
want a Cham to assist. This would be his first activation.
Yeah.
Because we don't usually get to do anything with command officers.
Yeah. Somebody who's not in the room want to grab Rawls Cham.
And he also has a perfect focus of history, considering we just talked about historic things.
That looks like author Van BRB or the Doctor.
Is it Cham?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rawls
Cham.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Command section.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he did go out of his way to take the tight muscle shirt version of the uniform. What about it?
So that is
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10.
That's part of his charm.
He's like Ransom.
I hope not.
Me.
I don't know if anybody wants me to roll the way I've been rolling tonight.
Well, I mean, I'm currently at 10 to 5 hits, so even if you comp, we've still crushed it.
Yeah, your comp. If you do roll a comp, your comps will cancel each other out. At worst, so I can't re-roll that 20.
Does history apply?
Yeah, Penn brought up history, and they're having a history nerd off for a second.
Brendan would be proud.
Granted would be so that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, wow.
I mean,
Look at Penn.
to be fair, it's a king sending tigers instead of sheep, and the other guy talking about a Chinese warlord.
Yes, but you're talking
Grennan
about Earth history. Grennan would be proud.
Yeah, Grennan would be like, you do read the stuff I sent you. You
No.
focus on the things I didn't want you to, but it's fine.
Oh god. I do like to think that when Penn said you send a tiger, he looks over to the ships of Tiger Squadron on the shelf.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure this one hurts. So I have 2 medals where I can generate 4 momentum. Like bonus momentum for immediate spends.
Yep.
I'll spend one of those to reroll 3. So at the moment that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I've got 3 basically float momentum. So am I doing, what is it, 8 damage flat?
Yep.
I'll just pump it into to make it 11.
Okay.
Stop, he's already dead.
I don't know. He's tall as you are.
You've fallen out of combat. Social combat, as it were.
Yeah.
For now. New scene. As you spend time talking Colonel around to not being friggin' obstructive.
I don't know if I like the implications of this music.
Scientific method team. You have a right answer. The question is, which path are you trying to go down?
Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's do subspace theory.
Okay. Who's the lead researcher? The highest in, I believe it was engineering? Yes,
Yeah.
engineering.
So
It
Arlen.
was engineering,
Arlen.
so that'd be me.
So Arlen's the main roller. Anyone with at least 2 engineering who is present on the bridge can attempt to assist.
Oh. That's a weird coinkydink.
Take 3 threat. Can any of my traits apply? Limit pusher or fast thinker?
Let me think. Sorry, I had to grab that momentum so it wasn't just sitting there. Click.
So someone can also roll the assist on Draben because he has because he's actually the one with a subspace theory focus.
Fast thinker will change whatever solution you come into a much faster extended task, something you could do within this episode, put it that way, instead of something that would take a long time to develop. Limit pusher, I will take and would get you an extra hit, but it will complicate matters a little. It is making it easier, but if you use limit pusher, put it this way, if you use limit pusher, you have to redline the system you're working on, because that's your addition to it. Is well, if we just overload a certain type of system, that does do X, Y, Z. Things that are normally not possible are now possible because we're making we're breaking parts of the ship to get what we need done.
Yeah. And I know no one else likes redlining the ship, but I'm personally comfortable with it.
Yeah. I'll give you a solution. Here's my solution. It will. Can our ship do this? Technically, no. Well, yes, it sure can for 5 minutes. After that, the biogels cook and we're screwed. So we better do whatever we need to do in 5 minutes.
That's like, why are you like this? Lieutenant, why?
But yeah, no. So you were targeting subspace theory. Yes.
Targeting any subspace theory. I do not have a focus, and I'm giving you 3 threat or 2 dice.
Okay.
And sure, let's throw the 2 traits in there because we need a solution, and we kind of need a solution now.
Roger.
It's reason engineering?
Yep.
Cool. Kaval's like half listening.
And the advantage that Corval made last
That is being taken into account.
that's being taken into account. Cool.
I'm minusing away the number, the target number based on factors.
Does somebody
Both
want to roll
advantages
Draven?
I'll get Draven. So
Time pen pulls way around here.
yeah, which one did we pick, if any?
Subspace theory.
Yeah.
The one that Draven.
And that's what we're doing, reason engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to quash that complication?
I think we should.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, let's quash it. Wait, I guess Born near Warp Core only works with my dice.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, so
That is 6 hits. Is there any other assistance occurring before I say anything?
Do I get the
What
other
does the ship
ensign?
assist? Does the ship get to help at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Do you want the other ensign to help?
Ensign Remick.
Yeah. Well,
Yes. Any dice we can throw out this would help.
I mean, he's only got a 1 in engineering, but it's still better than nothing.
Oh, then he can't.
He
He
can't.
can't help.
Wow. Well,
You could have called someone else up other than him because Rukoval got that roll from earlier. She called up someone else who might be able to.
maybe Zeph then?
Sure.
Noticeably, Cadet Zeph is not the one panicking out of the cadets. Just like Ben, it's almost like Zeph's been through some shit.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Oh, this is
Alright,
another day for Tiger Squadron. What do you mean this is another day?
Yeah. All right, Zeft.
He gets on the bridge, he looks over, he's like, oh.
Hey, look, Romulans. Neat.
Oh, neat. Neat. Okay, Zept, we're trying to see if we can't run a subspace reconfiguration matrix that might tell us what we need to know in order to get past this. Check this data over, see if it works.
That is a total of 4, 5, 6. That's 7 hits on subspace theory.
Did somebody
Correct.
Yeah, I've just rolled it.
roll Zeph? Okay.
You may continue. New scene as we go back down to the briefing.
Oh.
This is fine.
I mean, we know it's gonna be hard, so.
Yeah.
Very well, Captain. I am willing to give your intelligence on this matter air.
So, the truth of the matter is, the Klingons have recently claimed territory where this has happened, and if we're being brutally honest, Klingons, he just shrugs.
So are you saying the Klingon Empire is responsible for this breach of the revisions on the treaties of Algeron and the treaties of Bajor?
Do I have a definite 100% answer? No, because I'm not there. I haven't seen what's happened. I'm just pointing out there are Klingons in that specific area, and something's gone wrong. You can infer whatever you wish, but I cannot confirm nor deny anything of what I do not know.
If the Klingons are found to be at fault, what will Starfleet do then, Captain? Or maybe I should ask more pointedly, what are you going to do? Or perhaps if you're willing to share secrets with a friend at your door, what do you think your rear admiral's going to do about this? If they're the ones at fault.
Well, I'm not going to speculate that far into the future. For now, I've got my crew trying to figure out a way how to function in what we're suffering from right now. If you wish to accompany us back to Narendra and you wish to ask the Rear Admiral yourself, then by all means. But my priority, as of this second, is gauging your intent and to get this ship moving.
My intent is to evaluate whether the Joint Task Force Narendra is a threat to the Romulan Star Empire, whether it be through its alliance with the Conquistador House of Sagitta, or through its allegiances that its diplomatic contact, I should say, with the Tripolity and their attempts to interfere in an internal matter by siding with the rebel state.
Well, if we're not exactly allied with the Tripolity. They've turned up, they've given us their spiel. Doesn't mean we're allies with them, so don't worry about that.
I see.
You may note the Federation is willing to listen to even the most insane theories, Colonel.
Well, they do take trash officers, so I suppose one can expect anything. He gives a look at Ryloth and looks back at Trolloc and Pent.
He can say trash officer, but the funny thing, I was never an officer.
Yeah, that's the hilarious part of this.
So say he did give his name, didn't he?
Who?
The
This
Colonel.
guy? Colonel Tybok.
Oh,
Tybok.
Colonel
Tybok.
Tybok. Yep. Which, you know.
Colonel Tybok. I appreciate you may not enjoy that Lieutenant Ryloff is here, but he is an officer serving under me aboard my vessel. If you have an issue, bring it up with me. Do not go around insulting my crew members. Understood?
I don't answer to you, Captain. I'm here as a courtesy.
Yes, and I'm informing you of a courtesy.
What exactly are you going to do about it, Tellarite?
Well, I don't fire first. I just make sure I hit.
Oh, snap! Oh!
Oh!
I feel like he needs to
Is
take a
that
wisdom save off that.
Is that a sentiment you wish me to communicate with the commanders of the fleet, Captain?
I would very much prefer if we could all remain civil, but that also requires you to stop insulting people.
Captain, my people are at war, and my job is to ensure enemies of the Empire are dealt with. You insult me as it is by sitting me across from a man unwilling to stand for the Empire and instead hide behind a Starfleet uniform. So if I seem at all hostile to the man who dares share the same blood as I, that is why. The fact that he is not being shot as a traitor is because of the shield that he wears.
Fair enough. But as you said, you are dealing with your own enemies. Isn't it also wise to not go around making more?
He already is an enemy. You're just simply harboring him. Notice I'm not shooting you. You're not required to defend the Empire. You swore no oath to uphold the values of your family. You have no love for Romulus. And I have no love for Teller Prime. I'm not going to go racing off or to Andor. I have no particular need to defend those worlds. And you would not be insulted by that.
No, but I also wouldn't go around purposely picking fights when you have enough problems.
That is an interesting
Your entire
perspective.
approach here has been confrontational, Colonel. You came here seeking enemies, it would seem to me.
I came seeking intelligence, of which I'm gathering a fair amount, I believe.
How this playing done? I'm not saying that. I just want to say it.
Well, if you're happy with the information you've gathered, you can either follow me to Narendra when this is sorted and speak to the Rear Admiral, or you are very welcome to return to your vessel and tell your compatriots when you can they are free to leave.
You guys gained 1 momentum. I shall throw that back out there for you. This is yours as well. There you go. I will communicate my evaluation of this encounter. For the time being, I will advise the fleet not to destroy the Achilles or to engage in warlike activities with the Ringer fleet until such time that intelligence suggests that Starfleet is their enemy. Although I will warn you now, as a courtesy, one agent to another, somehow I think that your alliance with the Klingons can mean the difference between peace and war, between the Empire and the Federation. That is not a threat, Captain. That is my evaluation of what the galaxy is.
I very much appreciate your opinion on this. I will very happily pass that on to the Rear Admiral with a smile on his face.
Commander, I am willing to be escorted back to my vessel, unless, Captain, you wish to escort me yourself. Engage yourself in that particular honor.
No, unfortunately, I believe the commander's more than capable. As I stated earlier,
the Thralic name is a celebrated one in military history.
True, it's very true. She's very capable. Plus, this doesn't require the work of a tiger. And he just stands up and leaves.
That is kind of an insult to Thralic.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Damn. I see how you... Tell me how you really feel, Ben.
Whoa. Enmity of Thralic. I didn't get any negatives. No, it's for free.
Well, it was mainly directed at him, so she would have realised that.
I mean, maybe she didn't. No.
Maybe not.
Back to the bridge. Actually, question: is Rylef and Penn heading back to the bridge, or is anyone going down with Thralic to the shuttle?
Well, I'm off.
I'm taking the security team with me.
Yeah,
For
Rylov's
sure.
gone where he's been ordered to go so far.
I'd send you with
yeah.
Thralic.
Okay.
Alright, off you go.
Like, please,
was gonna
please
say,
stop sending me there.
That's the bridge.
New scene. Boop. Hey,
It's
Ben,
his
you've gotten to
value.
the
He can't
bridge.
really fight it.
Yep, sitting on the edge of the seat. As soon as Pin is there, I am up. Captain on the bridge.
Captain on the bridge.
Well, it seems our Romulan friends are going home for now. And I've decided to gracefully not destroy us for now.
Oh, how generous of them.
I'd like to see him try. So, Doctor, how did you find your experience as the commanding officer?
It's exhilarating. She is notably pale.
Would you feel more comfortable helping the brain trust over there?
Well, subspace is not my area of expertise. I do feel like I am more helpful there. Yes.
We can either help them or you can head down to Medbay and make sure you stay away from our guests. Your call.
Docker being given all the choice here. Rylo being given none of the choice.
He's a security officer. It's called tough shit.
Yeah, medical officers also get called on to do their job regardless.
Yep. Well, that was the thing. Like, he gave her an option, but she doesn't really have one.
No, you can
As
either.
far as like treating someone if they come in. That's not really.
She can't avoid it.
Yeah. Unless I want to get dinged, which I don't. She would not. Her job comes first. Which with that probably would indicate that she would go back to the med bay.
We presently.
Actually.
I mean, I think we do have. No, we didn't get hit. We don't have any casualties.
Yeah. But they do? Not that I think that they're gonna.
Yeah, they're not sending them.
Not that I think they're gonna reach out to us, but just in case. Actively, like, tracking where Rylov is on the ship so that I am not there as I go back to medbay.
Give me insight plus security. Difficulty
Oh boy.
1. Assisted by computers plus security. You could just ask the computer, hey, where is so-and-so? So-and-so is here.
Also, so-and-so is communicating anyway, so...
Yep. And Rylov, you can assist with this role because you are going, I'm in this corridor. I'm at that corridor. But she's trying to future predict. They're going this way. Let's not go that way by accident.
We're backtracking the route we've already taken, so...
Yeah, that's why it's only diff 1. It's fairly easy.
Yeah.
Okay, you say that, but I have an 11.
Hey, I've watched people walk into a mall with a big old kiosk map and saying, you are here, and then someone literally say, where am I? It's a diff 1 task. What do you mean, where are you? There's a map. You have an advantage on the roll.
Some people have negative stats in real life.
Yeah. Like, if you have the disadvantage, I don't speak English, that's fair. Paranoia? I'll take that. I will. Is that a trait or
It doesn't
a...
apply here. I don't know where it applies.
Is that a trait or a focus?
It's focus.
It's focus? I'll take that focus.
Yeah, they don't have that trait yet.
Yet.
Yeah, I think I fucked up that last analogy.
Hey!
Nope.
Gain 1 momentum. You, Lieutenant Dr. Cavall is so informed.
We gained 2 from the ship as well.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm back.
Oh, what the heck, Rao?
What?
We're retracing our steps, but what steps were the first ones? Just look it up. It's in the computer. Obvious.
We're like, I'm busy.
Kind of busy watching a bunch of Tal Shiar agents crawling around my ship. I'm a little touchy.
Yeah, I definitely fucked up that analogy at the end. That's just annoying.
Yeah, I know how that goes. We're just
Scientific method is in effect as the engineering scientific method, still trying to figure out how the hell you get out of here.
I'm thinking. I think we just do one more whack at this. It's just to see
Yeah.
if this is a hidden answer at like 9 or 10. So
Yeah,
one threat.
like-
Let's run.
Yeah, like throw one resource at it, and that's it.
Oofta!
What?
you
Pilot.
did not.
No one can assist. Oh, you're re-rolling. Thank God.
Do you have a determination?
Well, first roll your
Oh yeah, the warp core.
Bullion.
born by a
Yeah.
warp core. Nope. Then
Right.
you should probably determination spend that because that's Yikes.
And I should have used my determination spend before using that. Can I walk that back?
No, the dice hit the table.
Good point. All right. Nothing is perfect, only better than it was. We're not trying to find a perfect solution, just a working one.
That is fair.
okay.
Hey,
Wow.
is anyone assisting with this?
I think
Yeah.
Draben and Zephyr.
And then, well, maybe.
Except no, because I didn't roll a success.
You're trying.
What?
You do the what with the what? That doesn't, sir. That doesn't work. I think.
Jim?
Yes.
Would Draben's did the reading kick in as an assist roll?
Draben did the reading as an assist.
Let me tell. I'll post it in Discord.
Oh, it's a talent.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, what?
Because he's not the one attempting the task.
Yeah, he's not the main roller.
Yeah, attempting the task has to be the main roller.
Is Dr. Caval not leaving the bridge, or is she just assisting from the med bay?
No, that was Zeph.
No.
Sorry.
Well, that was Zeph. Sorry, okay, my bad. I was gonna say, wow, you're engineering so high.
That's 4.
So that was 7. That's 8. That's 9. That's 10 hits. You may continue.
I don't think that we have the right answer.
Nope. We'll switch task.
And new scene. As you're walking through some hallways, opposed insight security roll as surprise, surprise. The Tal Shiar guys are trying to do something sneaky while they're aboard one of the most advanced ships in Starfleet.
Yeah, not paranoia.
Paranoia applies.
As a trait and a focus, I assume.
Yep, the ends justify the means. That's a determination.
Security team advantage.
Yep.
This guy's getting extra free dice because of his extra agents. So I'm sitting at +2 hits, and he's rolling
This is why you were sent with them.
Yeah.
4 dice total right now. I
Okay,
can't buy any dice because he already has 1 die from determination. So
Constantly watching.
yep, that's firing.
So that is with that's 2 for me without a determination.
Yep.
And I'm guessing our security teams essentially cancel each other out with his rolling.
Your security detail is giving you an advantage.
Okay. And his is like a rolled assist for him, or what is his?
Yeah, he's getting
Okay.
his squad to assist him.
So I'm at +3 on this. Yay.
Does the commander wish to assist?
Yes. I do.
Paranoia focus.
And Frolic is good at the assists.
I mean, technically, paranoia implies it's a threat that isn't actually a threat. So, no, I won't. I'm not going to be that semantic.
I mean,
about it.
even Brown's Cham could assist.
Yeah, honestly, I think
Coordination.
I assembled this team for a reason.
Yeah. Bralscham is appropriate for the. It's almost like he was a liaison officer before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To another group we weren't completely on good terms with.
I mean, it
At
was
the
House
time.
Telpak.
There were some shaky times with Telpak.
Yeah, you're right. Have a threat.
There are still some shaky times with
A threat
Telpak.
to momentum. That's what I'll do.
A threat to momentum,
And it's insight,
Yes.
or yeah.
Oh, as a heads up, I believe he gets. Oh no, that's that. Oh, that's neat. Spending one threat. Has +3 hits. This person is especially good at hiding nefarious activity they're up to. They are guileful and cunning.
Okay, so we're both at +3 hits.
Freaking Tal Shiar, man.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they get the reroll that 20.
Aw.
That was a terrible roll for you, bud.
There's Cham.
Observation is a focus here, Jim.
Yes. Wait, what? Hold on. Is that right? That's right. That's right.
One bonus momentum there, I love for you.
Oh, okay.
So that's 2, 4, 6, 7.
Gain one momentum.
Well, technically, is yours including the +3 GM?
Mine's including
We also-
+3.
Then
We
we're at
both
10.
have +3s.
Sorry, I
that's-
did not hear that.
We're at 10 then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus your 3, 10. Yep.
Oh.
So 6, you get 4 momentum. It looks like this guy just happened to go a little wide and happened to drop something underneath that table over there.
I'll just happen to go a little wide and pick that up.
Yoink. Do you return it or do you just keep it?
I'm like, well, the power play would be like, excuse me, you dropped this.
It would.
What is it?
Oh, what is it? Sorry. I thought you were searching for a word. Sorry.
No.
It looks to be, on first glance, but your paranoia kicked in here. On first glance, it looks like a bit of jewelry. You know, something you just wear on your arm to show off the prestige of your house and your family and stuff. In fact, you know what this is. This is a very tiny sized drone that would sit there, would not pop on scanners, wouldn't register as threat, and then in subspace, whenever they got it back, they could just turn it on, and this thing would kind of float around and scan the ship. Like they could fly it around as a little drone.
Mm-hmm. Technology the Federation technically has access to, or no?
Technically, it is a thing they could do. They don't, but they could.
Yeah, as in, like, it's not something particularly worth keeping.
Got it. So it's something that Section 31 does. Got it.
So, forget that. Starfleet intelligence. They could do it. They don't generally, because they don't. Unless it's a high value target, because there's huge diplomatic blowback you get caught using those. Because it's a spy device. There is some probative intelligence you could gather from seeing how they do it versus how you do it. So there is an advantage to keeping it. There's no treaty that says you can't keep it, but then again.
And there's no treaty that says they should drop it on the vessel.
Yeah.
Rylov, let's hack it and give them a bunch of bad intel.
That's the considering, yeah. We'll keep it.
So you're gonna try to hide that you found it?
Yeah.
Give me. It's an opposed roll. It's just the other way around. You're pretending that you never found it. I will note that some of my abilities don't work as well on the
reverse, yeah.
On the reverse, they're better at hiding what they're doing, not detecting. At least this guy's in the
constantly.
Right, there is a way to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say constantly watching doesn't help me hide things. So
yeah, I'm currently sitting at 4 dice right now. I'm not spending for determination or
Mhm.
anything.
Um, I'm assuming, given like Thralic and the security team and such helped in the first place with noticing it.
For each person for each group beyond yourself, you're increasing the comp range by 1 because there's more chances for it to be noticed.
I mean,
And
security.
maybe Thralic because she can reroll.
Yeah.
A silent sort of gesture to Thralic, and you're like, "I'm doing this just so you know.
Mhm.
Just cover me."
Yep.
Just something like
Dorian's
Monday all of a
good with
sudden.
spatial awareness.
Okay. Well, I have a guerrilla
That's very
tactics
good.
focus.
Again?
That was it was different for Farter. Like it's worded differently. His was practice. This is more theory.
Yes, you're stealing an organized forces device to hopefully reuse
Sensitive
it.
information. Yeah. This is not insight security anymore for me.
This is daring.
Okay. It improves the thing by 1. So
It changes them. I was using daring. Now I'm using insight because that's the other way around.
we're swapping everything around right now.
Yep.
Lovely.
Welcome to the daily life aboard a Romulan Star Navy vessel right here.
Paranoia. Hurting or hindering? Hurting or helping?
Complication increase.
Complication increase. Okay.
Effective.
In the sense of having an idea of what attracts attention in terms of gestures and what what would.
I'll have to say no for now. You didn't work with the Telshiar, so you don't know what they're looking
but they
for.
work on the ships. And the regular crew are kind of like, I guess their attention. This doesn't.
I will say it doesn't increase their complication.
Okay. It was worth a shot.
It's not like they distrust you any more than they already did. They already distrusted you in the first place.
Exactly. Well, they distrust everyone in the first place.
Well, you're a Romulan, not in Romulan uniform. What's wrong with you?
Oh boy.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
I just really like baseball, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
2 momentum and a threat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go away with
Okay.
you.
I do have a reroll, but what the shit?
Nice.
And I definitely
went from a
Right.
19 to an 18.
Yeah. I definitely have a focus here. It's whether it's team dynamics, strategy and tactics, observation. I feel like team dynamics probably works best.
Yeah, I'd say so as well.
Well, I'm going to re-roll that.
Bruh.
God damn it.
That's dumb.
What the actual fuck?
Officers, please.
I'll take
Okay.
4 threats. Sure, why not?
No, shush.
No.
What do you mean? Oh, you're spending the custom?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Hold on. No.
Wait a second.
Okay, that's a 19, that's an 18, that's an 18, that's a 20.
Yeah. No, like the we're making 2 off the roll as it is because we do succeed. We've got 6.
Yes.
They've got.
So we can spend 2 from
We would
the
be
roll
down to
and
2
from.
Or I could determination reroll, maybe not fuck up again. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's probably better just to quash.
Yeah, let's suspend it.
You're able to get yourself the Romulan spy drone.
Mm-hmm.
I
Sorry,
realized I rolled insight, but it wouldn't have made any difference.
In your notes, note it is a Romulan Star Empire spy drone, as opposed to the state, because they use different tech now, because they're different sides in the war now.
I mean, mildly different tech.
Mildly different tech, but different enough it's worth noting.
Mm-hmm.
New scene as we go up to the bridge. Scientific method team, I'm trying to get you momentum. I am. It's
No,
just
you're
not
not.
happening. What? They keep
So-
getting a scene every so
No.
often.
So I think
Subspace
think-
Theory is out. What's our next?
I'm thinking warp propulsion.
Any
No one has
votes
a
from the peanut gallery?
I don't think that's an appropriate way to address your captain, Lieutenant. Says Sure.
I mean, unless he
was
wishes to
referring
go
to
to an
us
airlock.
themselves.
I was talking to the players, but okay.
I know, I'm just being facetious. It's the thing I do
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like Ven's gonna look over the data with Zept and says, "Yeah, I just don't think that finding a viable solution in the underlying subspace theory is gonna work. I mean, the whole thing's basically a quagmire. Maybe if we revisit the warp propulsion tech from the bottom up."
Sure, let's just reinvent the nacelle. That sounds fun.
I mean, it kind of does.
Worked for
Rush the
Voyager.
replicators.
Voyager. Wait, that's it? Voyager. And Ven is going to start pulling up some of the cockamamie warp, like various cockamamie warp designs from the
Cadet,
Voyager.
free 5th-year tip. Just because Voyager could do it doesn't mean we can do it on the Achilles. It's not in the textbooks or anything.
Yeah, we can't just create more torpedoes out of thin air.
Sure you can. You just go into Penn's liquor cabinet.
That stuff's
Those
weak.
things are torpedoes. Those are bombs.
Hey,
No,
Ensign
that stuff
Draben,
is weak. Thank you
what are
very
you
much.
doing in my liquor cabinet?
Definitely don't have a stash of Romulan ale. It's
Okay.
fine. Shh.
A warp propulsion as a focus, which I do not have. I'll take the 1 momentum, 2 threat.
Do you want a direct?
Yes.
That is a way to do it, yeah.
Limit pusher and fast thinker as traits. And everyone's doing the assists.
4, 5,
Here's
6.
Oh,
Great.
that's Zept.
that's Draben.
Let's see. Warp 10. No, we don't all want to turn into lizards.
I thought they were amphibians, not reptiles.
Close enough.
No, they're not. Learn your biology.
That's Penn.
Is Penn directed, didn't he?
Oh shit! Watch this. It would be
Would be
Presence
Presence Command because of direct, yeah. You're doing the classic Kirk, give me more power. And
Yeah, just like the
giving me
drunk
the
thing.
Scotty, dude, I'm trying, man.
So how many have
I
we got
have-
right now?
Zept has that feat or that
Talent.
talent.
Yeah.
You're at 7 currently.
Could
Okay.
I have
Given
spent?
her all she's got.
Could I have spent my medal to double my crit range? Because that would have been a 10 crit range on that.
A 10 crit range for your
Yeah.
It just doubles your focus range.
Yeah.
1 second.
Because I would have used command, wouldn't I?
You would have, yeah. I have to look at the command book. Give me a second.
It doesn't specify when you spend the medals. I've looked.
Medal. No, there's particular wording I'm looking for. Which medal is it again? I want to say Medal of Honor. No, you're looking for the focus increasing one. That's
Yeah.
that's a star cross.
I think that was Starcross.
Oh, I think I know why you're asking.
Before attempting a task, you're assisting.
Yeah,
Ah, never
That
mind.
was the wording I was looking for.
and it even says before attempting.
Then yeah, that's just 7 in total then.
7 is enough. There are various alternative ways to create warp that doesn't involve necessarily using the subspace layer. It's incredibly dangerous, and the ship isn't designed to do that. But in theory, if you redline the nacelles and you're willing to lose a bit of your dilithium crystal, and you might tickle into warp 10 if you think too much about happy thoughts, but in theory, you could do it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't have access to any of those Kashoan crystals. Apparently, the Hadfield once used them to enter warp through the ocean.
Hey, someone sees where I was going.
Weren't the Kashoans in Sentient or Sapient?
Yeah, looks like they got their help.
Yeah, generally it's not a good idea, Cadet Ven, to use sentient creatures as a fuel source.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if you wish, we could throw you into the warp core, see if that does something.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Yep, I'm gonna redline the engines first. What level of redline is required for this, and if I push it farther, do I get additional effects? Additional benefits.
You need
That's
at least
like-
5.
I don't know if I want to help
How's
you
the
do
banana?
this.
That's what brings it up to comp 5. Is you'd have to red light. You basically have to be ready to blow out basically lose your nacelles for this to work, because you're trying to do something that because you're trying to focus the damage to a particular part of the ship, and it's a part of the ship that there isn't anyone living in. I mean, you could sacrifice the hull of the ship. You do that. The Achilles won't be flying within the next 5 years.
Or
Well, no,
the
I take that back.
Achilles
5
will be
years is
flying,
extension. 5 months, but still.
or the Achilles won't be flying. It will be flying over there, and up there.
Yeah.
Oofta.
Yeah,
Captain.
but daring engineering roll 5 to even set the red line.
Well, Captain, here's the math.
It's not particularly pretty math.
It is a solution, so she's sure she doesn't. Her antennae
it's
betray that
either-
she is not at all enthused about this idea.
It's either we do this or we make this a generational ship and crawl our way back home.
GM, is it possible I could use this as a teaching moment?
A teaching moment, you say?
Yeah, I have the the talent of teacher. I'm basically trying to create an advantage of a reroll for Alan.
You can roll to create an advantage here as a teaching moment. Yes. A good old Starfleet rah sort of thing. It's like, well, sometimes Starfleet has to do certain things.
Yeah, so I'll walk over to Alan, put my hand on his shoulder. Generally, not a lot of captains will say yes to this. This is an extremely dangerous maneuver to pull. And you realise that your significant other is also on the vessel, correct?
Yes.
So in these type of situations, while yes, you have the permission to do this, you also have to give it as much caution as possible. It's pushing the limit and is being overly reckless. Understood? Just push the limit, not reckless.
Understood, sir.
And I'll take a threat.
Sure.
Lead by example.
Yep. Given your track record, I'll take it.
Would you accept commanding presence as a trait?
Yeah, I think that might be comforting to the lieutenant. And the cadets, for that matter.
So, diff 2 and a reroll. I'll fish. Well, I hit it. Well, get to it, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. Can I preface this roll by creating advantages?
You could attempt to.
I would like to do several attempts to do this.
I need targets and rationales.
Okay. Can we create heat sinks in the exterior hull of the nacelles that are designed to heat up and blow out first instead of taking out the whole nacelle? Oh, it becomes a blade of armor, or that takes the heat with it.
For 1 momentum and 2 thread, I'll let you do that.
We don't have any momentum.
So that's 3 thread, isn't it?
3 threat. Sure.
Okay.
Um.
That's the cost of an experimental device, so that's why I charge you
Mhm.
that.
Any other ways I can finagle this?
Is there... You spend determination to create advantage?
You can.
Although I think we'd be much better served spending that determination for the 2 free hits.
Well, I was just thinking for those of us that are going to be assisting,
Yeah.
because we can't spend our determination to help.
Could Shashri
Yeah.
spend the determination to create an advantage?
If she's activated.
Oh, she's already been activated.
That's what I'm saying. It's like as long as the support character's activated and they have a
So I was
value.
thinking
then
Zeft
spend.
has all kinds of like fabrication and structural engineering and maintenance stuff that like that kind of stuff is kind of his.
Bailiwick.
Yeah. Also power. I just realized that Zeft is like got so much stress filled out on his track already.
That does refresh every
Yeah, I was
scene.
gonna say. And God knows we've gone through a lot of scenes.
No, I think that was from like,
him
last
being
week.
tired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
No.
had some sleep since. Oh,
No,
right,
he doesn't get
the
tired.
ship.
No, it was from the Hollow adventure.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think... Do you want me to describe the advantage from Shashri?
The describing how the value might be an advantage here, how that's helping Arlen's red line task.
The advantage
That's the key point.
Yeah, I think the advantage would be considering con officers generally have a strong understanding of how the engines work, and the fact that she'll be the one physically flying the ship. The advantage is she's in a better position to know when to, like say, release the ablative armor if it gets too hot. Or...
To what value would it invoke that advantage?
Can we hold? Can we hold all in that and save Shashir's advantages for the actual warp roll? Because we have several advantages right now to redline it. I can get to the red line, but then after that I have the difficulty 6 roll after that. So maybe we should look at making advantages for the actual warp task.
All right, yeah, I'll keep hold of it.
The red line. Yeah.
Because right now the red line task is sitting at 3 right now.
Okay.
During engineering.
Yep. Yeah. So let's. Yeah. So let's just do the difficulty, finger quotes 3, one threat.
One threat.
And this is daring engineering.
Yes.
Focus and tinkering.
I would say so.
Okay, day.
Am I able to?
4.
Am I able to assist?
You certainly could.
Reverse engineering focus?
I have to say no here.
Okay, no, that's fair.
And does the ship do engines?
No, not for past the red line.
Structural engineering?
Yep. I could see
I
that
just
happening
realized.
here. If you redline the engines and don't reinforce structural integrity, yes, we're going super fast. Unfortunately, the ship blew itself apart. Zept has some insights on the matter that are helpful. All right, you have reconfigured the ship to warp in an unconventional way that is breaking at least 5 different regulations regarding safe warp travel. But in theory, if everything's done right, on paper, the ship shouldn't blow up.
Okay.
Probably.
Hey, Captain. We can use one of them inspirational speeches right now.
Captain, sure. Might we want to let the Romulans leave the ship first?
I very
Unless we're
much
taking them with us.
no. I very much intend to get the go ahead from the commander first.
And new scene as we go down to the shuttle bay. Thought I'd save you there for a second. It's like, hold
Yeah,
on.
I wasn't
Nope,
jumping
we're just
ahead.
gonna warp away with them.
You're coming with us, asshole. No.
It's not kidnapping. They just failed to leave the ship in time. I swear, Admiral. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
We left people to watch these jerks, right?
The flight deck probably was watching them, and security's probably watching these two not leave the Kestrel. The colonel gets over to the ship, motions to their people to start boarding. Commander, what is your estimation of the Shishashrir Kith? Do you truly believe in them?
Thrall.
You know, Colonel, my working relationships are none of your concern.
I was asking your opinion as a person of esteemed lineage. Romulans respect families who have proven their worth. Shishashrir has proven their worth as spy masters, the Thralic as military officers. Never did I think I'd see the day a Shishashrir, adopted Shishashrir, would be working with a Thralic. Openly, anyway.
Clan rivalries were put away on Andoria a long time ago.
Ah.
Maybe the Romulans would do well to operate under a similar principle.
It's worked for us so far. Last I saw, there was no Andorian Empire. I believe the the Vulcans defeated them.
You have your history quite backwards, and last I checked, there's a bit of a dispute over the existence of your empire as well.
He shrugs. A debate long argued by brutes with torpedoes. No offense to the Thralic line, of course. Mr. Ryloff, if you ever wish to do your part for the Empire, if you get a letter of recommendation, I may be willing to examine your security file. If you're ever interested.
No, sir.
Good day, Commander. Lieutenants. And he boards his vessel. This is Kestrel Romulan Vessel 002 requesting flight clearance to leave the Achilles.
Permission granted.
One presumes the party clears the deck and before the Kestrel turns around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was just going to look at Thralic. He has a similar origin to myself. Which means to say, no family of note.
Give me insight security difficulty 2, Thralic, with that particular revelation, so to speak.
All right.
He's a commoner.
Military history?
Yes.
A commoner in that rank means he's done stuff to earn it, rather than have family
Mhm.
favors.
I'll spend a momentum here.
Sure.
I almost asked earlier. I was like, is he from home?
Actually, wait, I'm gonna
Better
spend
not
a
be from our
momentum.
fucking
Not
planet.
that. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend a momentum. I'm gonna say trait
Oh,
military
hey,
family.
Yep, that would apply here.
All right. So I'm just gonna roll 2. All right.
Part of the reason we defected our family had been dead. I think that was part of why we defected, because there was no one they could hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, our families have the dead, it's fine.
That just comes across now that it adds up how he's been talking this whole time. Now that you know what you know.
Yeah, it's just there wasn't exactly an appropriate time for Rylov to say that before now. Because he was in their company. And it's a weird thing to describe because I believe the way that shows on the Romulan uniforms is something to do with how they see color.
Yeah, it's like.
Is slightly different and unique to Romulans.
Mm-hmm. They have like a view into the ultraviolet or something.
Something like that, yeah. So
Yeah.
just looking at the uniform has the slight colorations that will tell you.
Yeah.
Which Rylov doesn't have on a Starfleet uniform.
Yeah. All right. Interesting information, GM.
Because it's Starfleet, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, and also the material's different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you could replicate the same, but it would look weird.
Yeah.
Starfleet would never require it. So that'd be the Federation Council would never require it under law. It's like, no. If you want to do it, it's like if you want to do it, you can. It's a cultural thing, but we're not going to require you to.
Probably look at it and be like, is that some kind of caste system thing? It's like, yeah, but no.
Kinda.
Kind of.
What the?
It deems your value as a class.
Anything else before we return to the bridge, or you guys return to the bridge to hear the good news?
I think return to the bridge, and Thralic will just kind of shake her head and mention over to Rylov. He had a lot of Andorian history wrong there.
It is not. Oh, I was going to say, it is not our place to know history correctly, only what is taught to us by the state. And the state does not lose.
The conversation continues as you step onto the bridge, and wow, the bridge is really tense, despite the fact that you guys managed to talk the Romulans down. Something's going on, and the red alert lights are still on. Sensors report that the shuttle has docked, and all the Romulan vessels have powered on their weapons. They're keeping their shields up, though.
Understood. At least they're no longer aboard our ship, so not my problem.
Huh. Sensor report, the large Romulan vessel is moving to rejoin its fleet.
Understood.
Okie day.
Is it possible I could rally with a speech?
You certainly could. Presence plus command. Div 0, of course, because it's a rally.
Open communications to the entire ship. This is Captain Penn to all aboard the Achilles. With subspace currently out, Lieutenant Arlen, under my orders, has made modifications to our warp drive. While it will get us back to Narendra, it does carry risk. But it's a risk that is worth taking for the fact that as soon as we can reunite with the rest of the fleet, the sooner we can try and solve this problem for everyone, not just ourselves.
Sister Sherry looks over her shoulder. Sir, what is our destination, our course to be set?
Plot a course to Narendra.
Sir, I would remind you that the lieutenant's methods, I'm not sure we're going to get more than one try at this. If we warp to Narendra, we may be stuck there until for the near future.
Be that as it may, being stuck at Narendra with the rest of the ships and access to resources is better being trapped in the middle of nowhere.
Would we not wish to escape the anomaly and go to another starbase, sir?
We could.
I'm not sure how long I can and keep this warp modification and up. So the shortest amount of time, we have to keep it up, the better.
Oh, I see. Asking, is there a closer starbase than Narendra to where we are?
Well, my suggestion is that we're not warping to another starbase, because the nearest starbase is Narendra, but we can warp into open space and reconnect with the rest of the Starfleet.
Well, that is
I
a
think I agree
valid
with the
plan.
Lieutenant, Captain.
It is
Warping at all is likely going to mean we're going to need some repairs. That's going to probably require a base.
Well,
Or at least the ability to reach some friends.
I agree. It's a valid plan, but a report is needed at Narendra.
Aye, sir. She turns and gets ready to set and begins setting course for Narendra after lodging her objection.
I'll spend a threat for the rally.
You can. That's right. You can spend crew support to just create an advantage.
I was just gonna have him available as a assist in a weird way, but we'll get to that in a minute.
I'll pull them up.
Everyone set?
Did you want
Alright.
me to spend for an advantage as Zeph?
Yep.
Yeah.
Any advantages we can put on the table? Let's go.
To what advantage is being created and with what value?
Nothing is beyond repair to keep the system working as long as you can.
Yeah.
I will.
Basically-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that combined with either fabrication or structural engineering, where I'm basically laying the track like right in front of us as far as repairs.
Engineering to warp the ship?
It's you're getting the warp bubble. You're getting the warp bubble to even form.
Engineering team.
You can assign if those are to difficulty or complication. That's why I'm not.
Yep.
Messing with the numbers
Let's
yet.
Yep. Let's put all the advantages on the board, and then we'll assign them as we got them.
Yep.
Limit pusher and fast thinker.
Fast Thinker's making this possible inside of one episode, frankly. But I will take Limit Pusher because
point.
that's literally what you're doing.
Yep. And let's use that advantage of quality time with Yolan. I realize there's a lot more on this ship than just. There's a lot more on this ship than just Starfleet personnel. There's my husband in here, and I have to make sure that he's safe. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, just note you also have a reroll from teacher.
Yep, I have a reroll from teacher.
Any other determination fence from his sisters on this? To create advantages, I mean. I'm just bringing it up just so you all know.
Maybe
Where-
Draven could? Because he's been used.
Does he have a value?
Most problems have many solutions.
Yeah.
I'd take it.
I guess Starfleet directives don't apply to Yolan since he's not in Starfleet.
You're thinking like mission directive? Mission directive wouldn't
Mission
help you.
directives.
None of the mission directives involve because he didn't know you were going to struggle to get back from a quick little jump. The mission directives are like
But-
make contact with the Romulans and find out what their intentions are.
Okay.
And if they're attacking the station, stop them.
Just a quick question. Did we
quick answer.
communicate to the Romulans a way to get out of this?
Nope, we can't.
Okay.
The technology
Well,
isn't
I'd bring that
compatible
up.
anyway.
I will note to you that this solution is not something the Romulans can replicate. This is something that's unique to Arlen's understanding of the Achilles' abilities because he helped work on this thing for years. He doesn't know how the Romulan ships work, so he'd have to.
Yeah.
Any solution he'd give, they'd have to basically reinvent the wheel,
For the
and that's kind of what he already
singularity.
did anyway. He reinvented warp travel.
And they
Mhm.
use
Yeah.
singularities and stuff.
It's a whole.
Can I spend a normal milestone on the episode where I created advantage to clean up the warp core after the warp core was bricked by the wormhole?
You could, yeah.
Okay. I have a point of determination. Yep, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. And I was thinking in Yolan and could possibly assist using present something to just kind of pep me up and kind of check my math behind my back and keep me calm.
He could actually assist you with present science. He could inform you about the. He doesn't have a focus that would help here, but present science, he actually can help you with that, with the theory of it. And that's possible through trait husband. Like he knows how you think. He's like, oh, I know where
Yep.
you're going with this.
I've got a good idea. So, Arlen, when you spend your determination, we can have Thrall expend the 3 momentum in the pool to give it to you right back. So that you can have your determination for rerolls if you need them.
That means I'm going to be spending all the extra dice, extra threat. So
I mean, I can also use threat to do that. So,
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you are sitting at 5 advantages that are unassigned.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about keeping at least one momentum for
tips.
the actual con roll.
Yeah, there will be a final warp roll at the end of this rainbow. You're just trying to get a warp bubble to appear.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, you probably don't need to roll that many dice because of all the advantages.
Yeah. So what do we? So what do we think of just bringing the difficulty down to? Do you want to bring the difficulty down or complication? Let's do difficulty down to 3 because I'm going to be spending determination anyways. And then the rest into complication.
So 5 goes down to comp 3.
That is much less scary to look at.
Much less scary to look at, right?
All right. I
Also
yeah,
made
I know
it
my
if
ship
I
isn't going to
want.
apply because we're not determining the source of a technical problem.
And if anything, the technical problem is you are overloading the the nacelles. You shouldn't be doing this.
The computer's is yelling at me, please stop, and I keep yelling, keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Master override, chief engineer. Here's my thing. Yes, I authenticated. Oh my god, yes. I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Stop yelling at me, computer.
Oh, I'm not trying to blow up the
What?
ship. That's a side effect.
What do you mean I have to do a CAPTCHA?
You know, so
Right.
many problems in Starfleet would have been solved by a quick capture check.
Yep.
Yep. Would prevent
Just that, like,
data
then you have
accessing so many
questions about
systems.
data. Yeah.
Can data solve a CAPTCHA?
Probably, yeah.
Spend my determination on the value. Home is where the tools are.
Roger.
And all right, let's be cheeky. Two threat for a third die. And
Roger.
a reroll. And focus and tinkering. We're trying to make sure this baby doesn't blow up.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okie day. And we have Yolan assisting. Anyone else throwing assist on this?
Yeah.
Daring
Zeph?
engineering, I won't.
Can I use like structural engineering towards it or no?
You could, yeah.
Since that's kind of where he's helping out at.
Yeah, I think just leave this to the engineers.
Yep.
Sweet. All right. Let's do this. Don't fret. Bold reroll.
All right.
And let's get all that momentum.
Okay.
And the engine is, what is it? Engines engineering.
But they're redlined, right?
Yep, diff. So comp
Yes!
That's 8, so we gained 5.
We're at 2 float. Let's create an advantage for that con check.
What create an advantage? The warp bubble is much more stable than and it was projected to be.
You could do that, sure. Captain, we have a warp bubble. On your order, I can warp us through whatever it is Arlen just did. Frankly, sir, I'm not sure what we're going through, but it will be faster than light.
Oh, did someone roll for Yolan?
Nope.
Nope.
Do you want to roll for him now?
Yeah. That was reason science.
For him, yeah. Present science. Sorry.
That's,
4 would have gotten it.
so
He's
4.
fine.
yeah, 4 would have got it easy.
So you have 1 float right now, based on the last roll.
Yeah.
Have you spend that float and 1 for the advantage that this isn't going to completely fry our stuff?
It'll be easier to fix it. I take that.
Okay.
Sure.
Because it's going to
Sure.
fry something.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
It depends
Fair
on the
enough.
complications if anything fries.
Yeah. Well, I think completely was doing a lot of work there.
Yeah.
As Pence
All
sits
right.
more comfortably in his chair. Lieutenant Shashra? Punch it.
Oh. Oh no.
Here it comes.
Oh boy.
We saw this coming.
Yeah. Ooh.
Control plus con, difficulty 5, assisted by engines plus con. The increased difficulty is because the Romulans are doing experiments on their end, and it's making her job harder.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd like to spend her determination.
To what value?
I trust my captain's orders.
Wow, that's a lie, but sure.
And I'd like to spend 5 threat.
Ooh.
5 momentum.
I was gonna say.
Oh, and when she succeeds, the ship doesn't roll.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
She's got a reroll. She's currently at 4. The ship gets a crit, so I'm at 6.
And the ship warps away, leaving behind the Romulan fleet. Heading back to Nurinder Station, surrounded by fire. Blinding in white.
Is the entire time we're at warp the ship's routing, so we're just going because the inertial dampers can't keep up with what the heck we just did to subspace?
That will be explored next episode. But for now, that's everything.